least 30 minutes.
Long time, yeah.
So now you're like, let's play for another second. And it goes, gentlemen, wrestling for 3, shake hands. Gentlemen, on that 5, wrestling for 5. You know?
Right.
That was theatrics. Theatrics are
Pyrotechnics.
you don't need pyro. Put some more. That's as cliche as it gets. It could be Ironman. Legit the Ironman. Ozzy.
Yeah, I was right there. Man, you're right, man.
Are you for real? These songs are so old and overplayed that would be boring.
You sure you didn't graduate from Walsh?
It's possible.
Cole? Judy?
Guys, wrestlers, if you want to warm up a little bit, you can. We've got a little bit of time.
I got Judy.
Did you see that dude?
No, go walk in there. Go walk. No. What's up?
Did you see that dude?
Who?
The dude, the guy with the accent. He was right, but as soon as the guys were making it, turned on the camera, just
Mark, it was Mark. It was Mark.
Wrestlers,
It was Mark.
you could have the opportunity to
with the accent.
Yeah, Mark did it, yeah.
you could have an opportunity
Mark with the accent.
Yeah, the guy was sitting here.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
He went like this, and he did a right thing.
Yeah.
He put it on the kids making the turnaround, so we got face shots on all the like 3/4 of the kids.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were trying to say he turned it like.
No, he just grabbed it and
no.
turned it. That's why I
That
like
was a good
was just
thing.
setting it back.
That was a good thing.
Where do you want to move it? Where do you want to move it?
But I'm saying I can watch it here, and if it's over here, just if there's like that out of bounds line, they can wrestle for 35 seconds right here where you can't see them at all.
You're gonna cut. They're not gonna go any further outside of there. They're not gonna go any further outside of there.
Oh, see on mine, I don't see the circle.
Yeah, that's circle right there.
I'm looking at this one.
Same thing. These are both the same
There's
camera.
no circle on it.
Right
I
into
see
these.
the circle on that one, I thought.
The circle goes right here. These guys are in the way.
Yeah, we'll see. Sorry.
See it? See right there, Jamie?
It's just hard to see when it's yellow.
But if there's any of the circle out of it, there's just
It's not. Yeah, we got the whole like. Yeah, we got the whole.
These guys.
Yeah, think about it. We got the whole square.
Time out.
see, I see it on here.
Look. Circle right there.
Yeah.
I was trying to get. I hooked up to the Wi-Fi and I was doing really well just now. And then, I don't know what happened though. But,
I've been good. There's been a Wi-Fi like I don't know Walsh guest.
my,
I've been on Wi-Fi all day.
yeah, I
I don't
joined.
even think I selected anything.
I joined the guest. Yeah. All right, there we go. Might just be track wrestling. Oh, there we go.
Looking at the brackets on one, and then
Do you have any matches you're looking forward
Hey,
to?
hey, just remember, if we bring anybody on, they're going to be coming right here. So I'm going to be bringing this headset right
up to
between
them.
us.
All right.
I'm going to get ready to start this thing here in about a minute.
Go to people trying to see the match.
the studs in this tournament think that this is
You're the stud.
there's super standouts. You have Bo Bassett, you have Jack Forrest. Is it Jack Forrest? Is that his name? Jax?
Double check, double check. Fuck backwards. Maybe I don't know.
Or
Which one is it? Before?
Marcus Mays?
That was my.
I'll get it.
Oh, Elias is unopened. So I'm gonna think kind of one. I got it.
You have to select each one.
We're going to start like 10 minutes.
I got to like 26 trying to figure out.
Smiling. What a smile. Hard at work. It's hard at work.
What's that? Hard at work.
Look at that smile from Jamie.
I'll tell you what, Mendoza, Lay's shooting for it's a 38.
I'm doing what you do. I'm doing what you're doing.
I got this guy. I told this side, I thought
podcast after home game. He's like, I ain't saying it.
I've seen that.
There is, man. Dan Fickle. He was in that game. He just sent it out. He'll probably come on this side.
So you're telling me Luke Fickle is over there?
No, his name's Dan Fickle. He's a writer, reporter guy for like, he's been doing it for like 30 years too. Literally, probably his 30th year doing the tournament. But he used to like do all the predictions, like a breaking report for it back in the day. What's up?
Toby Rowledge.
Huh?
Welcome in, everybody, to the 30th annual Ironman tournament here on the campus of Walsh Jesuit High School. I'm TJ Downing, joined by Jamie Fausnight and John Lowery. And I'll tell you what, we have some great wrestling coverage coming up for you here today. The men, the boys are getting ready to get after it, Jamie. We're going to have your championship coming up here in about 10 minutes. The girls are downstairs in Rico Fieldhouse getting it in. Some great stuff going on here on campus. Gotta love it. We gotta get a chance. We're gonna see some one returning champion. We'll get a chance to see Bo Bassett. We've got a chance to see some local flavor. We've seen some Buckeye, Blake Bartos. We've seen Joseph Sandifer. We've seen Dominic Murnaretto. We've seen Horak. We've seen a lot of different wrestlers come through here, Jamie. We know the talent that comes out here. It's different. It's a whole nother level. This is the most elite wrestling tournament in the country, year in, year out, right here in the Thunderdome. It's about to go down, and we got to give a shout out to our special partners. It's always brought to you by Hilscher Clark Electric Company and presented by TKDS Sports. Special shout out to a couple of our good friends as well. Lindsay's Pizza, H&H Truck Parts, Milano Family Chiropractic and Wellness, CH Vallis and Associates right down the road there on Jamie's stomping grounds in North Canton. Jamie, we got the girls going on right now downstairs. We're going to get a little bit of local flavor. They will wrestle their championships tomorrow. As we know, 2 years in, sanctioned. We've been down there at the state tournament to see them. A lot of great things going on, but really it's all about the boys here today. And I'll tell you what, when you talk about elite wrestlers, we're going to kick this thing off. 106 pounds. Got a chance to talk to my guy Derek Noble from Paynesville, Riverside. His son, Caleb Noble. We're going to see Center Matt. We've got your focus right in there. You get a chance to see us streaming live on our YouTube channel. This is going to be coming up post-match. We've got some different things going on here throughout the weekend. We're going to bring you all the action we can. Make sure to follow along with us on our social media platforms at Stark Media Team on Twitter. Make sure to go over and subscribe on YouTube at SMG Network 1. Over on Facebook, same thing right there. And over on Instagram as well, SMG Network. Jamie, this is something different. You're not your typical wrestling that you may see in Stark County and Summit County, the wrestling that we have a chance to cover in Northeast Ohio. When you talk about the best of the best, the elite, as you mentioned before we jumped on, 25 different states are represented here. They're coming all the way from the West Coast, the East Coast. We know about the Blair Academy. We got Slam Academy out of Nevada. We see the Wyoming Seminary out of PA. It is the best of the best.
Yeah, there's, like you said, there's 175 schools represented. There's 25 states here, and it's just a who's who. If you have an individual that has stop sign at Fargo, those are the guys that they bring into this thing as individuals. But if you're a top 15, top 20 team in the nation, then you're somebody that's more than welcome here.
As we bring in our guy, John Lowery. You used to call this place home, man. The Cuyahoga Falls legend, so to say. I know you were part of that 98 state championship team up there for football. Hey, guys, we're just wrapping things up, man. Doug Hute, told us earlier at the Pro Football Hall of Fame Luncheon Club earlier this week, fall is officially done tonight. You'll have your final state championship game. Tournaments are done. It's officially wrestling season. It's winter. We're getting into this thing. John, for you to be able to come back here, think about the Joe Heskets. We had a chance to see Sonny Marchetti when we went over to Clash of Dynasties. We're going to probably get a chance to talk to Ben Hatta. That's elite as well, just talking about St. Ed's and also Walsh Jesuit as they had that battle in the early 90s, and you and guys like Dan Rooney continued that into the late 90s. You think about all the great wrestlers that have come through Thunderdome, man. I'll tell you what, this has got to be a good thing for you. It's got to be a good feeling to be able to come back to your home turf, right?
Exactly. I was talking to a close friend of mine, Dave Ramsey, earlier. The first thing he told me, he said, the best part about this is the nostalgia I got when I arrived. I felt like I wanted to wrestle again. And I said, that's what it's all about. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to change you. This is for the fans. This is for the crowd to come here and experience this. And that's why they called us Thunderdome, because it will be feeling like, a thunderous rumble for this building when these matches start.
This is such a knowledgeable crowd from all over the country. These people know what they're going to be hooting and hollering at these referees about. It's so exciting.
100%.
I thought Jamie was going to come in a little bit different there, because you're talking about my guy Dave Ramsey over here, Octagon Pain Relief, extreme formula. Go to octagongel.com. Check out everything they have going on. He's a Jackson guy, man.
Yeah.
It hits a little different for you, man. We talk about the purple. I know he gets a little excited, man. We had a chance. Dave and I were rocking with our boy Dan Funk the other day, Mike Funk, some legendary wrestlers that have come out of there. But when we think about the wrestlers that we're going to see out here today, it's not what we typically see, Jamie, in Stark County. You and I had a chance to talk about it last year. You get a guy like Aiden Faulkner from Perry, 2-time heavyweight state champion, comes here, I believe, highest place was 5th.
Yep.
It's when even BoroFanOhio.net, this is kind of the way you rank the best of the best in the country, right?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of factors, because this is as week 0 as it gets, Right. We did our preview 4 days ago. Think about that. Half of these guys probably played football last week, some of these wrestlers. But I'll tell you, because the conditioning is still week 1 conditioning. These guys will be so much different in 6 weeks. But I'll tell you, the generational wrestlers that are here, and there are some, is Bo Bassett, Jackson. What's the name for his team? Jax Forrest, and Marcus Blaza, the Ohio kid out of Perrysburg.
Correct.
Now, those boys have been winning top-level tournaments in college wrestling.
Right.
So these guys
world championships.
they're pulling,
we have world
bringing more
champions
success
in this
than
building right
any
now,
kids have had that are coming into this thing. So it'll be very interesting to see how they perform. There's a lot of eyes on kids. It's different, and when you change the scoring, it's crazy. The scoring of the matches have been really widespread.
Jamie, when I look over here, John, I look at a guy like Mike Millen from Perry, standing right over across from us. He's going to be one of the best in the state of Ohio. John, you don't typically have a lot of guys here wrestling that play football. They're coming off of football. Right. A lot of these guys aren't coming off of football season. These are wrestlers all year round. So these guys are in wrestling shape, where the football guy, it takes a little bit of time, but these guys are ready to go. They're ready to rock and roll.
100%, yeah. You don't see a lot of two-sport wrestling athletes at something like this anymore, even in the upper weights.
What weight are we starting at here?
We used to see that more.
Before we start to get into some different weights, some brackets, some team standings, I want to give a special shout-out to Wrestle One Tournaments. Our guy Chris Kali, always hooking us up, putting us in the driver's seat. His right-hand man, Jim Bossick, we love him, always helping us out here at SMG Network. How about Pete Zachariah? He's kind of taking this thing over. He's spearheading this thing alongside Mark Hassman, who is your athletic director here at Walsh Jesuit. Rudis, everything that Rudis does, You got the Rudis mats downstairs. You got Wrestle One Tournament mat right here.
Shout out to Jesse Lang. He was here himself earlier checking it out, the action that he was once part of.
So we got an arm spin right out the bat. We have Noah Nittinger taking on Joseph Jetter. First match. We were just talking about this match, how fun it'll be to call.
So what weight are we starting out here, Jamie?
This is 150.
Okay, we're going to start at 150. We're right into this first round, this first period. 133 on the clock.
Wicked little arm spin to start it off.
like
Not
that.
something you see in the first 30 seconds of an Ironman finals.
Hey, you know what that is? Freestyle. That's where that comes
Absolutely.
in. Yep. And these guys probably did far good, just like you said earlier, Jamie. Got some stop signs they brought home in their itinerary there. In that Jeter won a major decision in the semis.
Jamie, new to a lot of people here. We're going to have some new rules. Some of these officials have to get used to that when you have high-end, very fast, quick, elite wrestling. For a lot of these officials, man, talking about some of the rule changes, what are we going to be looking for here?
Well, the biggest thing will be the scoring. The 3-point takedown and the 4-point near fall. And I think that it's just muscle memory for these guys that they'll make a couple mistakes and things like that. But I've seen it I haven't seen any issues today. And if it's going to be an issue, a lot of times it's going to be the first weekend out.
Right.
I thought they've done great. I recognize quite a few of the officials. There's a big takedown for that's Green. Who's Green?
Green goes up 3-0 with 36 seconds remaining here in the first period. As you can see, we are focused in here on center mat.
Yeah, that's Ninninger.
From Stanton River, yeah.
And he's going, there's a takedown red.
Merkel on it.
So we're tied up, or is
4-3 red. And when you think about some of the best teams in the country, Air Academy, Stillwater, Wyoming, Seminary. Jamie, you got some information over there on your laptop. What are we kind of looking at here, team standing wise?
Let's see.
Well,
I looked at it.
I got you there.
You got it? Go ahead.
Yeah, we got that Faith Christian Academies leading the tournament right now. Team points with 198 points. And then right behind them is Bishop McCourt at 178 points. So got a little bit of a team race.
Yeah,
They
Bishop McCourt always a strong
and
showing.
then shout
here.
out to my guy I used to coach with, Andy Brickner, run the program down there at Lake Highland Prep. They're in third place. They're right up in there too, about 10 points behind Bishop McCourt. So it's kind of cool.
Second period here, 5-3 red advantage.
Haven't seen that kind of team race here over the past few years. Used to be like a Blair St. Ed show or that kind of thing. So it's cool to have that come back to the Ironman.
Oh, yeah.
And check this out. Faith Christian Academy, it's their first time at the Ironman.
Wow.
They're just taking it, man. I love that. And
That's elite in its own right.
Right, yeah, in its own right. Well, and that's why Bill Barger created this tournament, to find those teams, seek them out, get them here.
Get the best together.
Best together. He did that 30 years ago, and that's why we're here today.
It's a saying in Walsh Jesuit that iron sharpens iron. That's a very Walsh Jesuit line. That's the truth about this tournament. That's the concept. 2 takedown for Ninninger there. That'll get, or 3 takedown. That gives him the lead at 6-5. We got 1:10 to go here in the second period. Escape red to Jeter. 6-6. Oh, and they're scrambling. These two are scoring points,
Love it.
man.
Matt
He
Wrestling.
went cradle. He's going to catch him on his back.
Got him.
No back.
Wow.
There's 3 for the takedown for Ninninger.
Positioning versus control.
Yep. These two are risk takers. This is a fun one.
I love it.
Some of the great sponsors
This is
here for the 30th
exactly what I wanna see
annual
in the
Ironman.
finals
Defense
match.
soap, Defense body wipes. You obviously always want to make sure that we're keeping everything clean out here on the mats. They do a great job of that. 9-6 advantage, Green. 27 seconds remain here in the second period.
Oh, he's looking for a bottom leg cradle.
Shout out to our guy, Dr. Bacteria, Jim Bostic. He's up there with Wrestling One doing this thing. Wish we could have him on the mics here with us, but hey.
He'll be back. Jimmy B will be back.
He will be, yep.
9 seconds left here in the second period.
A 9-6 lead going into the third for Ninninger. This is a good one. Let's see whose choice it is.
So what would
It is Ninninger's choice. I put him down. He's already gotten reversal or something.
They're both
crazy.
on the mat.
Yeah. they're both all over the over the place and in your face, man.
Just go on the mat, man. Yeah, it don't matter. Yeah.
Ninninger out of Staunton River, Virginia. Getting into this third period. $1:55 on the clock. 9-6. Green advantage.
Shout out to Ninja's coach, Jason Cox, old teammate of mine from VMI. Kind of impressive too, to have Virginia's not top of the wrestling game like they used to be back when they had Great Bridge and Grundy run the show back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So they're kind of went off the map for a long time. So way to represent your state, man.
I seen State Virginia. Yeah, there was a kid I met yesterday from Virginia who won a nice quarters match.
Minute left here in the third period.
There's a little fun fact about states here and representation. This finals, Matt, we're looking at. I think this might be one of the first years that we don't have a kid from the state of Ohio in this finals at the Ironman.
Marcus Blaze.
Okay, so we do got Blaze then. Okay.
Blaze, yeah.
Last year we saw our upset of the 2023 Ironman Finals. Bo Bassett, Ben DeVino took down Marcus Blaze 3-2.
And that makes it 13-8. And they're out of bounds with 34 seconds. He had him split over.
Oh, my gosh.
He had him split over.
Oh, my gosh. Jamie. I never seen Jamie so happy at a wrestling finals.
This match is a broomstick away from being perfection.
This is awesome.
It's just very old school. These guys are going at it hardcore.
I do got to correct you there, John Lowery, because Faith Christian Academy was here last year.
Really?
Joey Backman at 106 is victorious over Seamus
we're citing
Reagan
sources now,
from
John
Wyoming
Lowery.
Seminary.
Hey, sometimes, to make the news, you got to fake the news, all right?
Yeah,
Fake news.
Yeah. All right, 13-9. Ninninger, I think, is going to get away with this one.
15 seconds remain here in the third period.
What a great one. And there's your first Ironman champ.
Oh,
yeah, he tried. He went for it. He went for the.
You got to. Yeah, you got to go for it. Yeah. I love that he went for it. Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm not sure if it was like a gator roll or what, but it was, yeah.
Ninninger,
Noah Ninninger, your number one seed there from Stoughton River.
And he won 16-9, but you know what? What a great match,
That was an awesome match.
What a way to start this thing off. That's a hard act to follow.
All right.
Maybe some electric wrestling.
Maybe they kicked it off.
We'll have our Hilscher Clark electric performance from the finals here
Next
at the end of the finals.
Next up, we got Cody Rutledge from Edmond North taking on, let's see.
This young man is out of Marist. He'll be red.
Will Denny, from Marist. Like an ad over top of my bracket there. This is a 1 versus 2. The seedings have been pretty true.
Right.
This is a 1 versus 2.
157-pound weight class.
You talked about some electric performances. Obviously, most will never forget our guy Angelo Ferrari from Melissa, Texas. Always put on a show over the last 2 years, but tell you what, we moved on here to 2024, the 30th annual Ironman Wrestling Tournament.
When he flexed on the Blair crowd, that won my heart, man.
Oh.
Those people from Blair were happy about here. They're all yelling at him. It was about to go down. Loved it. I felt like kind of WWE moment, but hey, you know what? That went viral.
Yeah, that was quite a performance. We're gonna have this is 5th-6 right here in front of us. We're gonna have St. Paris Graham and Stillwater, but we're underway here in the finals. 157 right here in the first period.
Yeah, Rutledge. Let's see. Let me see who's who.
Stillwater always puts on a strong performance when they come here.
Yeah, TJ's correct. Well, all these Oklahoma teams do a great job. Great mat wrestlers. They come out here and they do really good even on their feet. And if you notice, they always want to have an elbow. They want to have an arm, a bicep, something in their hand if they can. And they use that to kind of control the whole period, to control the clock with that and everything.
You and I were talking as we came up here, John, about those high-level shots.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's low risk versus the high risk of getting stuck like we just saw over here.
You almost have to take 2 shots at a time, either right off of his shot or right off of my shot, because everybody at this level can react to 1 shot at a time.
Correct,
It's
yeah.
the chain that the higher level you get, the larger the
Right.
chain is of techniques. Like when you
Right.
look at a football playbook, TJ, you see like one play, and then you throw it to this guy if the safety moves forward, and then you have a whole nother play where if that guy steps up to the line of scrimmage, you do this. Wrestling is like that. It's all a big puzzle where I have one technique. There's 3 reactions you can give me. There's 3 reactions I can give off of all 3 of those reactions, where how the puzzle and the chain fits together and who can out-wrestle the longer in those chain
Right. Well,
exchanges
exactly.
is where you really see the difference in some of these guys.
So it's creating that momentum, maybe getting a misdirection kind of thing going
Right.
on. And that's where those super ducks come in that Jamie loves so much.
I don't hate them. I just
20
don't.
seconds remaining here in the first
Not every
period.
duck's a super
3-0
duck, that's all.
advantage Green.
I like that.
That's all.
That's the new quote. Not every duck's a super duck, TJ.
That's true.
That's a legendary quote right there.
And it's
from
not the
Jamie
year of the
Fausnight.
heavyweight.
Exactly. So we got 3-0 going into the second period. Cody Rutledge with the lead. And let's see here. It'll be Green's choice. He goes right down.
Jamie, when you talk about the different things you can do to counteract different moves, it's that's where you really separate the good from the great. To be able to focus that quick, your reaction time, and to know what to do exactly at that time, that's elite.
Yeah.
Well, if you can put your
4-0 to lead for Rutledge.
Yep.
if you can put your opponent, TJ, in that scramble they call it, that's when the magic happens.
Right. Well, and the scrambles are what slow that down. That's the stuff that I worked a lot with Alex Bosky, catching that far shoe and rolling through and creating those scrambles. Because, sometimes you're not the better athlete. Sometimes what you got to do is run the football, keep his offense off the field. You create those scrambles, and what that does is it shortens the match. You take a 30 seconds to get out of that scramble, and it's a stalemate. Then that's 30 seconds that better athlete didn't have on his feet in front of him.
Well, what happens in a lot of those scrambles is it gets so wild that those are things that aren't really coachable that start to happen.
Well, the more the kid's in it, the more comfortable he is. So that's where the chain goes.
Right. When the kid that has the better experience there wins that battle.
Usually the guy who starts the scramble is the one who's content with being there and has done it a lot.
Right. They're comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
.52 seconds remain here in the second period. So 4-0 lead for Rutledge.
So we're in a scramble right now. Hook that bottom shoe, and then he wants to push that other leg off of his head. But that's tight ride. See, he wants to get his head over top of that knee.
Speaking of shoe,
I don't know if he's going to get it.
Jamie,
look at this. He's going to fall into a Turk.
Jamie, what would Sonny say about that shoe game out there?
I haven't talked to him about any shoes today.
7-0 lead for Rutledge with 25 seconds
He's
remaining
nasty.
here in the second period.
Look at him working that cross face to get to that back points.
Oh, dude.
2. There it is.
That's
got
nasty.
all 4. Yeah, he did that with some attitude.
10 seconds left here in the second period. 7-0 lead still for Rutledge.
He's holding 4, so. Look, man, he's a nasty dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one thing I had a chance to talk with our guy Jason Atkins, does a great job officiating as well, doing a great job with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. The pressure that you see applied here is different.
Yeah. These guys.
11-0 head to the third period.
There's probably not a lot of stalling calls been today. These guys
haven't seen many at all.
These guys are, like you said, they're applying pressure. They're moving forward. They're attacking collar ties. They're attacking wrists.
Great action.
They're attacking before they shoot.
Young man from Marist is on the board now, 11-1 with 1:48 remaining here in the third period.
That's what Coach Hatta always taught us. That's action, reaction. Reaction creates action and vice versa, yeah.
I learned that from Walt Talarczyk. That's super high level stuff. The action reaction of wrestling.
$1:32 remaining here in the third period.
It's
11-1.
so subtle.
Yeah.
It's your 157-pound championship here at the Ironman.
11-1.
Yeah, Rutledge has gone out and stolen his lunch money. He came out and just was a tougher, nastier dude on the mat.
Yeah. kind of tournament, you got to be.
Yeah.
You got to be like that to do it. I like that. I like somebody. We were talking about that last week. We hadn't really seen anybody being like mean like that, or
just
hitting that switch when they're on the mat. All of a sudden,
oh,
they're like,
nice
ooh.
double.
Like when he was ripping his face off earlier.
Takedown Denton.
Yeah.
11-4 with 45 seconds
there's-
remaining in the
you
third
can- you
period.
can close a big gap now. You
Yeah.
can score a lot of points fast now. This is where it gets like that, where he's down 12.
Hey.
He's down 12-4. He's a takedown a set of backs away from being down by
TJ,
one.
how many matches have we seen get totally changed differently? Like at 30 seconds last year, it was crazy. It's doable.
We saw our guy over there,
And that wasn't with
Tuslaw,
3-point takedowns, dude.
able to get a
It was
victory with
3-point
1 second
takedowns now.
remaining. What do you
Right.
call it? The
I'm
ultimate
talking
equalizer.
about
With the new
rule
scoring, yeah.
changes.
Yeah, Jamie's right. It's even easier now. Dang, that's a really good point.
15 seconds remaining here in
It's
the
an
third
8-point
period.
swing. That's a,
7.
7 and then kick him.
Yeah.
Could win.
And
Could win.
and
Yeah.
you win. You takedown, set it back, and another takedown, and you win.
Oh my goodness.
But I mean, there's only 12 seconds now. So.
right.
But a minute ago, it was a tight match. He got that last takedown.
wait. What do we got here?
And
That's
that's
it.
how it's going to end.
That's it.
Rutledge, he will be your
All right.
157-pound champ with a 12-4 decision.
And he was the first seed from Edmond North.
So we'll move on now to the 165-pound championship, where we will see Bishop McCourt and Stillwater squaring off.
I got Ladarian Lockett. That's a cool name. Ladarian Lockett, number 1 seed, who's pinned and tacked all the way to the semis, and he won 8-4 in the semifinals. He'll be taking on. I can't see the Miller's first name.
These two schools were represented in 4 different weight classes last year in the 2023 finals.
So Miller's on his Bishop McCourt team. That's in this team race. So big match, not just for him, but for his team tonight.
Bishop McCourt out of PA.
Melvin
Stillwater,
Miller.
Oklahoma.
Melvin Miller.
Here we go. We're underway.
Oh,
Hey, another 1 seed versus 2 seed, by the way, Jamie.
Yeah, 65.
Man.
These are big athletic dudes.
Shout out to
165.
Wrestling 1 on the bracketing. Dang, they nailed it. It's tough to do, especially at a big event like this.
Or there's just some standout dudes here. There is, without question, an NCAA champion in this room, a future NCAA champion, maybe
course.
3.
Well,
You know,
yeah,
how many All-Americans, potential All-Americans, are in this room right now? You know,
If you look at through the program, they have pages of them.
Oh, yeah.
From the past already.
Oh, yeah.
100%, Jamie. Yeah.
That
It's sick.
I can athlete too.
Working there, 2 points for
And
Green.
he got out. Oh my gosh.
So how many back did he get?
$110 on the
He
clock.
said no
Goes
back?
3.
He's saying no back. No way.
Throw the brick, Jamie. Throw the brick in.
There's back there.
Go ahead and that coach the brick.
Officials are going to talk that over.
And
Working
now
together.
he goes to 3. Nah, I don't think so.
3-0
Good
advantage
job.
for the young
Hey,
man out of Stillwater.
that's-
110 on the clock in the first period.
I got to make note. That is the difference when you have a side official where he's not sure. He bounced it off him. They made the right call. And, well,
Yep,
they've only given him a 3 for the takedown.
Yeah.
There it is. So it's 6-0 now. Okay.
Minute remain here in the first period.
Okay.
Scott, this is, by the way, 2 in a row for Stillwater in the finals tonight. Back-to-back weight classes.
Okay.
Guessing they're probably practice partners.
I'll tell you what. Lockett's an athlete.
Man,
Miller got funky with him, and he's like, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not falling for no banana in the tailpipe. That's what happened
29
right
seconds
there.
remaining here in the first period.
That is what happened right there.
exactly.
Jamie, that was something you kind of talked about, that, this what makes it kind of different for some of these programs is you have other hammers to work with in your
Yes.
room that make you better. Iron sharpens iron.
Yes. People don't give wrestling the credit of a team sport that it is. And in the practice rooms, do make a difference. Now, you have those kids that are super motivated, that get up every day and go for a run at 5 in the morning and go 3 miles and then come home and do 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and, you know, all that stuff. And then they go to practice, and they practice with one dude and a coach. And they reach those elite levels. I'm not saying it can't happen.
Right.
I'm a fan of those kids.
We're into the second period, 6-0
If you're
advantage for
truly
the
great,
Stillwater.
you'll be truly great anywhere. You know,
You'll find a way to make it
I
happen.
believe
yeah.
that.
Like the Rocky
but
Balboa
I'll tell
thing,
you,
yeah.
if you put that same kid in a room full of killers, he's not going to do that when he goes to college. You put that same dude in a room full of killers, he's gonna start. He'll start changing. You know.
100%. Well, that's these programs are doing. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to have good training partners, or they have to have coaches to wrestle with them. And
Well,
not everybody can.
At that point, you either figure out a way to get it done, or you don't end up here in a
Right.
championship match.
That's right.
7-0 lead for
You
the young
don't
man out
end
of
up
Stillwater.
at this tournament.
Right.
You don't end up at this place. You don't get a parking spot.
$1:35 on the clock here in the second period. Your 165-pound championship match.
It seems like 7 is such an overwhelming lead.
It
Just my
does.
muscle memory in my heart. But it's not. It's not outdoable. It's 3 takedowns. And kick them, and oh, man, I don't know. I used to know the numbers, like the way the numbers worked. I wasn't great at math. Like a puzzle. I understood the score like a puzzle. 2 takedowns, and I could look at it and figure it out.
You
There
didn't
you
go. You didn't go to Hoover to play school?
Oh, no, man.
Minute left here in the second period. Still
went-
7-0 advantage for Stillwater.
So
I went there to get done and without getting in any trouble. And I wasn't very good at that.
I think Jamie just came up with a great idea there. Wrestling puzzles. Yeah.
Well, you know, a guy
I
you got a
thought
chance to
it-
work with a lot, Jamie. The wrestling genius, Sonny Marchetti. Work with a guy like that in the room, you're gonna learn something, right?
Well, it wasn't him in the room that made us like that. It was Walt Talarchek
That's right.
that made us both like that. At least, you know, to our knowledge and how to feed us the muscle memory. We were from a team that didn't wrestle live and do that. Walsh was the opposite. They came and banged every day and fought in the room.
Room for killers. Yeah.
We regimented wrestling moves in
Right.
series, and it was about that chain and knowing the how to wrestle
what
within that
happened
chain.
next? Yeah. Or what should happen
And
next?
yeah, and it was scripted, and he would tell us, like, you know, number 1 guy, single leg, 2 guys, sprawled, you know, go to your front headlock, you dump another, then sucker drag out, both guys to your feet, fireman's takedown, you know, and you'd have to register that and do it in script.
We're gonna head to the third period.
It was dope.
Martin did that at Great Bridge. I witnessed it. I went down there and watched him run a practice in the summer, and it was so militant.
It wasn't just high crotch cut to a double.
It was
scripted.
right, and it was militant in the fact that they were all doing it out there at the same time. Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. Ooh,
Well, when you talk about the great things that have come out of here, come out of this place, Walsh Jesuit, you got to give a shout out to Bill Barger, who created this thing 30 years ago.
well, that's talking about room full of killers. North
That's
Akron
what he did.
Wrestling
Yeah.
was his feeder team that he developed because he knew he had something to get them into here and funnel them in.
Yep. And that's
uh,
all they did was wrestle live. He trained them like fight
Yeah.
dogs. You know?
Yep.
And hey, man, I love that. I love the pedigree that I got and the way that I would teach it in that same way, where you'd have the dungeon practices once a week, which were elements of that, you know,
Right.
or the Coventry practices I used to go through in high school, where you just went in and wrestled live the whole time, you know? Because then
Closing
you learn
in
how
on
to
1 minute
scramble.
remaining here in the third period.
Got that single. He's got to try to tree
Oh.
choke him.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Nothing yet. This is what I'm talking about, a hard takedown. This takedown is a good 10 seconds into the scramble. There's the 3.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
With 53 seconds remaining in the third period
I
of
like
this
that.
165-pound
These officials
championship
are-
match. 10-0 lead now for the young man out of
You're gonna
Stillwater.
you like what the
Yeah.
officials are being very cool about positioning and control.
They don't want me on TV. They know that last thing that guy wants to be on air. The referee's job is to come in here and leave and nobody know they were here. That's their goal.
Don't want to
If
hear those
somebody,
boos
if
coming
somebody
in from the crowd.
recognizes them walking out, they do not like that. They want to go change clothes and nobody know who they were. No one know who they were here.
35 seconds remaining.
I've seen there's some great officials here. I
No doubt.
I know quite a few of them that do a lot of our stuff in the area, but this is our area, So, and some out of town guys, and I haven't seen anybody really. I haven't seen a referee get yelled at since I was over at CBCA. I'll tell you that.
Well, and a lot of these guys, Jamie, that you talked
yeah.
about that we see here locally, we're going to see them down at the Schottenstein Center for the state tournament.
Yep, absolutely.
10
There might be
seconds
some out of
remaining.
state guys here. I don't know.
Let's see if
Saw some PA officials
I
here.
imagine there are.
let's see if he goes for it all here. He got the.
He went for the ankle pick. Oh, that
3, 2,
could have
1.
got nasty
That's
for
it.
him.
There you go.
All right.
It'll end with a 10-1 decision.
Ladarian Lockett.
And your champion is 165 pounds, Ladarian Lockett, Stillwater, Oklahoma.
So nothing has really stood out yet as far as the first match was the
one.
most exciting.
Yeah. Hey, what was that score? 11-1.
10-1 is what I have.
Yep, 10-1. 175-pound championship match coming up.
So we have Blair Academy's William Henkel, #1 seed again, taking on Asher Cunningham from State College. I don't know what, I imagine it's State College Prep or something like that. I don't know what that is. But State College, Pennsylvania. Oh, that just might be a town.
Yeah.
That's State College City. That's where Penn State is.
Oh my
Never
goodness.
a happy place to go.
Happy Valley.
That is, yeah. So I imagine he brings something to the table, and a Blair Academy young man, Henkel.
They're probably winner of this match gets 4
Cunningham was the
bike
3 seed.
to Penn State.
Cunningham was the 3 seed coming in here.
Man, again, yeah, it's close on the
Yep.
grappling.
Who
So
wouldn't
this is
want to
one
go and
versus
wrestle
3.
for Cale Sanderson, right?
Everybody does.
Every
yeah.
dude in this room
Yep.
is their first choice.
John hit me to a little bit of knowledge as we came up here. Bobby
yeah.
Douglas talking about Joe Heskett, the only guy to beat Cale Sanderson, and that was senior nationals.
Both their last high school matches. Yep.
Really?
Yeah. Senior national final.
And he said Bobby Douglas went on to become the head coach.
Iowa State. He was
Iowa State.
also Coach Hatta's roommate at Oklahoma State back when they
Well,
were.
he was
Yeah.
Walt Talarchek's high school teammate. Bobby Douglas was my head coach's high school teammate. So he would always do camps for us when we were kids. Bobby Douglas was as
From Bridgeport,
iconic
Ohio,
of
yeah.
this sport as you can be.
Ohio guy, Bridgeport, Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
45 seconds remaining here in the first period, 0-0.
He's
To
also,
be an African-American coach of the United States Olympic team in like 1979 is freaking amazing. It's amazing
And
what
he's
he
our
did.
boy Ray McDonald's
Yeah.
uncle.
He says that. I'd like to say tell him to cite his sources. But they are close. They're very close.
I seen the DNA.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta make sure everybody go check out that video they just did on Ray Ray. You got we had a chance to see Dave Riggs
he's
here
amazing.
walking around. We got a chance to talk to Ryan Riggs last week at the preview down here in Stark County, and the legend, man, Ray Ray the legend.
Oh, broomstick.
Oh my goodness.
Was it? I didn't see. I took
Speaking
my eyes
of
away
Ray
just the way
Ray,
they
he hits a
landed.
broomstick.
Was
Why
it?
Yeah, he hit
Four.
a
Just by the way they landed, I don't know.
6-0
Yeah, because he had a
advantage.
single, then I think he broke
For the young man from State College, they're gonna make it 7-0 as we end the first period.
Wow.
The leg was in the middle. I would like to see a replay of that.
Well, I think he lost it on the way down, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
The way they landed looked very broomsticky.
very broomsticky,
I
yeah.
don't know if it was.
It was the Hoover vacuum.
And that's Henkel out of State College, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
7-0 lead for him as we head to the
No,
second period.
Wait a minute,
Hankle's
Cunningham.
from Blair.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cunningham, 7-0 advantage
State
here in the
College,
175-pound championship.
He's funky.
Oh, yeah. Took his ankle band off.
Yeah, it's slow-mo. What's going on here? Needs some action on it. Well, Bottom's winning by 7, so he's not taking any risks.
$1:35 on the clock here in the second period.
Cunningham being very, very smart.
Risk versus reward, yep.
There's a shot. He does a good job of sprawling, blocking his hips. Laces
Nothing
flat,
lead for
slide right
Cunningham.
out of bounds.
Yep.
1:26 on the clock, second period.
But there's a lot of time left. You don't want to go into complete, defense mode. You may want to, slighten your risk a little, but you don't want this guy's offense to just go hog wild. Nice little crotch lock to a roll through. But we're still in this scramble. I like
He didn't have the control there.
I like
but he
Hinkle
almost
in this
did.
scramble.
I like that.
Oh, he's doing a good job of pushing off at the armpit, but Hinkle is holding on to that foot like it's like nothing.
I like that he created that and went for all that.
He's got them both.
That's
Now
a
Hinkle's
great
got
way
them
to start
both.
that.
Stalemate.
57 seconds remaining here in the second period. 8-0 lead for Cunningham. 175-pound championship match.
I mean, with the new point system, this could easily turn next period into a tech fall. Well,
I'll tell you what, Hinkle's coming after him with everything he's
I
got.
was just going to say that, yeah.
He might get a takedown
I
here.
spoke
There
way
he's
too
got
soon,
3.
yeah.
Look, he's got a Turk.
Oh, no.
Oh, he rolled through it. Turk, he rolled
Whoa.
through on it to his own. That guy's funky, man.
Oh, my word.
It's now 10-3. Cunningham advantage with 20 seconds remaining in the second period.
What do you even call that, Jamie? The Turk?
Well, I don't know. You just rolled
Reversal?
through on the
Yeah,
Turk and,
right.
and added Turk of his own. It was
Yeah, the Turk of his own.
just what it was.
That's exactly what it was.
5 seconds remaining, closing in
That
on
was
this third
amazing.
period.
Well, I love how as he's doing that, he's reaching around and
It could
just
be
ripping
7.
him
It could be
across his
8-7
body.
right now.
The
He
third we
gets
go.
those back, and instead the reversal made it 10-3. Cunningham he's funky.
You know, Blair's not up in the team race like they normally are in this thing. They're down there at the 8th spot. But I tell you what, I don't want to wrestle a Blair kid at all in this tournament.
They're still solid.
Yeah, it's still solid. You're right, Jamie, every aspect.
There's no shame in being 8th place at this thing.
Oh, 100%.
You're
Yeah.
just one of the top 10 teams in the country.
Yep.
There's a takedown.
Oh!
Almost had some back. I don't think there was too near fall.
No, yeah. No near fall there.
Now it's 10-6, minute 38. He's still pressuring him. He did not give up the escape yet. Did he? He did not give it up.
No.
He was still in
He's
control, I think.
Yeah.
Well, the reset here
Well,
with
then he would put him
1:33
down.
on the
Yeah,
clock
yeah,
in the
go
third
down,
period. 10-6 lead for Cunningham.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to kick him. Okay.
He's coming at you.
Get that double in. Circle, post, face.
Cunningham's
double
got to
A.
create
Oh,
a scramble.
There it is. Now he's going to try to just...
And there he scrambles.
Ah.
Look at this guy.
11-6 lead for Cunningham.
Watch those arms. Watch those arms all locked up in there. Potentially dangerous. They were
That
wrapped
was like
up
Stretch
funky.
Armstrong, though. Like,
Yeah.
Minute remaining here in
no,
the
you're
third
right,
period.
Jamie, but how did their arms hold each other like that? That's insane. Flexibility and strength. That was crazy.
Best ability, flexibility. There you go. Learn something every day.
There it is. Oh, my God.
50 seconds remaining here in the third period.
I got to go.
There he rolls through. Look at this guy scramble.
I love it.
Yeah, he's
This
tough.
is why you come and watch this.
Asher Cunningham, one to watch at the next level, man.
Yeah, 100%. They got 41 seconds still. Here we go.
Oh, and there's back.
Oh, my
There we go.
word.
30 seconds remaining. It's now 11-9 Cunningham.
Hinkle is not backing up, though. He's throwing everything at him with the kitchen sink. We are at week 0. This is where the conditioning, he's probably teched every kid he wrestled today, this weekend, because these stupid takedowns are.
Oh,
worth
Thunderdome
3
coming
points.
alive. 11-9, 33 seconds remaining.
He's going to get him.
12-9,
Come on. I feel it.
30
Yeah,
seconds
That was
left.
just on Cunningham, and now he's out of juice.
Oh, my gosh. Wait, look at the funk, though. Come on.
Look, there he went.
There we go.
That ties it.
Tied it up, 12-12, 15 seconds remaining.
Hinkle's going to get a reversal or something crazy.
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
one.
He'll get one or a reversal here.
10 seconds left in the third
There
period.
he goes.
Reversal.
There we
they did a
go.
good job.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, we're gonna see overtime here.
Yeah,
Ironman
baby.
finals. Ironman finals, baby. Here's our first overtime match. 12-12.
Coming alive.
Our boy Cunningham ran out of juice.
Wait, at one point it was
But
8.
they want a stalling call because he's out of juice. Hey, there's a football player, dude.
Right. Hey, it was 9-0 first period.
I'll bet you $10
Cunningham
he
was
played
winning
football within 2 weeks
9-0.
ago.
And
Minute
he
on the
came
clock
back.
here, down to 53
12-12.
seconds.
Here he goes. Hankel about to get it. He's still trying to scramble. This is where Cunningham's dangerous.
Yeah.
But they're both in a good scramble. It's going to be hard for either one of them to score here.
40 seconds remaining.
He's all right. He's all right.
He's very comfortable there.
Now he's in trouble. He ran out of juice.
Oh, no!
There you go.
Wow.
Hankel with the 15-12 decision. An OT, baby. 175-pound champion from Blair. How about that?
That's a dude.
Well, excitement.
That's week 1, dude. That's a guy who ran out of juice.
Yeah,
He will not do that in 6 weeks from now.
Hey, but for Hankel, that's called grit, man. He was down 9-0 in the first period.
And just as we talked about the guy, the legend, the man, Ray, here he comes walking up on us. You know, that's one of those things, Jamie, right? It's right here on the left side of your chest, right? That's heart.
But that dude ran out of juice. Like, his batteries were dead. Like, he was done. That is my argument, that there was a football player that just went out there.
Yeah.
You know? A great athlete.
All right, John, now we're going to get a chance to see one of your Faith Christian guys coming up here, 190 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
we
let me
got
look at my
Adam
notes.
Waters from Faith Christian. He was the #1 seed. And we got him up against Ford.
Yeah. So check this out. I saw a guy standing behind here yesterday after you guys left, and I was like, I started to ask him about him. His name was Coach Donahue out of Richmond, Virginia at Benedictine College Prep. He's like, yeah, we came here with one kid. He's like, he's doing pretty good. He's a Wyoming commit, and it's Lane Ford. This guy wrestling for the championships. I watched his quarters match yesterday. He's a rock solid dude.
Your 190-pound championship match. $1:25 on the clock here in the first period.
But this is one of those, came here by himself.
Ford's had some, 1-point match.
Yeah, I watched that one
1-point match
yesterday.
quarters.
He controlled the whole match.
Well, he started out with 3 tech balls, but then he start running the people.
I think Waters just scored right there.
3-0
3-0
advantage.
Waters.
All right, so we got Waters with the lead.
Minute remaining in the first period. Tell me again here where Ford is out of.
Ford is from
Benedictine
College Prep out of Richmond, Virginia. Yeah,
Another Virginian. That's 2
yeah.
kids
That's
from
when you were
Virginia.
talking about it. I was
in the
thinking of this
finals,
kid.
yeah.
I'm like, and I even grabbed my book. I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I had a kid that I met yesterday that was a Richmond, Virginia kid.
25 seconds left here in the first period.
Trying to do that claw rod like the old Cal Dake approach. Remember that for Cornell?
What was that?
Our guy on top there was trying to work that old claw rod like Cal Dake used to do when he's back at Cornell. Guy got famous for. Every coach in every room was like, "It's how you ride somebody now." You like Cal Dake?
Ten seconds remaining here in the first period. And we'll head to the second period. Adams from...
Well, he's got to be able to get out on bottom. That was a very ho-hummy first period. He got taken down relatively early and got rode out the rest of the period.
Young man from Faith Christian Academy and PA. He's going to take bottom here. 2 minutes on the clock. Starting the second period. 3-0 lead.
He rode really hard that match in the quarters that I watched. That wasn't a very good ride.
That's another point. Makes it 4-0.
Getting outclassed right now. needs to get a takedown, get his mojo going. Does Lane Ford. To come out, give up a takedown, get ridden out the rest of the period, and then give up a takedown. Or give up an escape in 10 seconds. There's another 3-point takedown.
7-0
This is where
lead.
Adam Walters is taking control of this thing. Right now he knows.
Well,
Just keep doing what I'm doing. I got this I'm right where I need to be.
you know what happened last match, though, with Kylie? Anything can happen still.
Minute left
That guy
here in the
died
second
out
period.
there. That guy completely died out there.
Cunningham?
He died.
Whoa.
Like, you know,
When you're doing those high percentage
There we go.
rolls and moves he was doing, yeah.
Under a
this
minute
is-
to go
this is
here in the
week
second
one.
period.
This is what I was talking about at the beginning, you know, is some guys aren't in shape yet. Most are.
I think for
But
something like,
like
this,
you
though,
guys said,
yeah.
most of the guys are not, there's not
Yeah,
a ton of football players here.
I think even
Most of
guys
these are
that
year-round
were,
wrestlers.
you know, if they weren't in a field, they were still after practice getting on the mat, or you know, or maybe early in the morning. I mean, this is you know, especially today. I feel like that, you know, that secret sauce should be out there in those rooms.
30 seconds left here in the second period of your 190-pound
It wasn't
championship
in
match.
Cunningham's. I'm saying. That dude was the better wrestler. He was so impressive, and then the batteries died.
Well, it's
And that other dude was not letting him take a second to breathe.
Yeah.
I have more power to him for Henkel for his attack, because he was in his face the whole rest of the way. He felt him break.
Well, it's the tournament too. You know what I mean? It's the build-up. You know, match 1, 2, 3. You know, day 2. Here we are, weighing in. You know, maybe cut more weight. I don't know, but you know, all that are X factors as well in that. So.
To the third period we go. 7-0 advantage for the young man from Faith Christian Academy.
How about Faith Christian Academy trying to be like Paris Graham a little bit, that black and gray singlet?
Oh,
Ooh,
nice reshot. Yeah,
look how he just chases it.
he's the better wrestler now.
Chasing it. I like that.
10-0 lead
He was
now
like,
with a $1:42 on the
no,
clock
man,
here
you
in the
ain't getting
third
off the
period.
mat.
Your 190-pound match brought to you by Defense Natural Performance Skincare.
Yeah, Ford is committed to Wyoming, and Walters is giving him the freaking business.
Well,
It's one of those things. I had a chance
that's what this is all about. Yeah.
had a chance to see my guy Mike Elder from Avon. The Eagles won their first ever football state championship the other night, and you know, we got a chance to call them against McKinley Bulldogs early in the football season, and you get a young man who's not committed anywhere going against a guy who's got all the offers in the world.
Right.
You know what? That right there, that's where you start licking your chops and say, I want a shot at that guy. This is where I make my name.
I'm sure Walters has plenty of offers. I'm sure he's a well-recognized dude. I think he was the #1 seed.
Yeah, and as we walked in here through the front door, you see that dry erase board with probably about 40, 50 different colleges represented here. I'm sure a lot of those guys have their eyes fixed right down here on this championship match. So somebody's looking. A lot of people are looking.
Oh yeah.
Got our guy Jason Atkins joining us right back behind here. Make sure to check him out, jatkins@fca.org. You can contact him at 330-388-5066. Does a phenomenal job, him and his son, officiating.
Whoa, that's huge right there, though. Yeah. Wow.
Smoked him.
Smoking.
That's a bad dude. Hey,
yeah.
you know what?
ahead.
That might be my. I'm gonna put in a vote for Hilshire Clark, electric performer. Adam Waters. Adam Waters is the real deal, dude. He had a pin, a tech fall, a major decision at 15-2, and then a tech fall where he tech falled
Miller.
Jarrell Miller from St. Ed's.
That kid
is a solid dude.
Yeah. Wasn't Miller a champ here like 2 seasons ago? Maybe.
I don't know about all that.
Well,
I know he's a stud.
Moving on to the 215-pound championship.
well, yeah, definitely that. But
He's stud.
yeah, 100%.
So we're going to 215 here. I think every number 1 seed has made it. Jude Correa from Wyoming Seminary taking on Cade Ziola from Scott Catholic. Scott Catholic. Never heard of that.
That's where I go lift weights after lunch every day. Scott Catholic.
$1:30 on the clock here in the first period. You hear our boy Jimmy B on the microphone making the announcements.
Oh.
I didn't hear where that guy was from. I was trying to listen to what state Scud Catholic is.
It's in every state.
Out of Nebraska.
Nebraska, huh? It's a 1 versus 2 seed, yep.
Outside of Scott Catholic, your only other Nebraska representation, Creighton Prep.
Got 55 seconds to go in the period here.
Scoreless.
Not a ton of action. Now we're in the 215 heavyweight areas. I'd like to see a little offense.
Right.
Prepare yourself for
At
one of
this
those
level,
1-0 matches.
yeah, this isn't that type of place. This isn't that type of party. These guys are going to bring some offense. That's why
I don't know if it was that type of party. 30 seconds remaining here in the first period. Still scoreless.
Why'd you do that to me, man?
Just like chocolate milk down there with our friends at the OHSAA.
That's right.
20 seconds left.
I could go
in the
for
first
some
period.
chocolate milk.
Hey, best chocolate milk. Well, I'm not going to plug them because they're a corporate company anyway. I'm not going to say it, but there's a chain that it's a coffee shop that's really good chocolate milk. Somehow they make it fresh, like old
really?
school, like.
Does my son work there?
Like your parents would have made back in the day.
Does my son work there?
No, but you're close.
I don't know.
What the letter it starts with?
Okay, don't worry about it. All right,
Second period we go, scoreless.
Well, Correa chose down and Ziola went neutral, so it's 1-0. Oh, no, that's not true. They started on their feet. We're not going to have a 1-1 match going into overtime with these 215s. He chose neutral instead
Whoa,
of that's
see
crazy.
that?
Yeah. Well, he ankle picked him and he dropped him to his butt, and so he just charged him.
Yeah, but he did like a flip
Well, he
almost
charged
to get
him.
out of it, though. Yeah.
He ankle picked him, and the guy went to his butt. And
I know,
he
but
got
then
to his
he-
feet and charged him. Then they both fell down.
Right, but that recovery time. That's insane.
$1:40 on the clock here in the second period. Scoreless in your 215-pound championship match.
I mean, to see 215-pounders do what they just did, that's why you come to the Ironman. Oh. Jamie, you okay?
1:25 remaining here in the second period. We'll get them reset. One of the great things is we talked about Bill Barger, John, coming off of back-to-back national championship seasons before he created this thing in the winter of 1994. Talked about wanting more for the sport, man, creating something elite like this. Minute remaining here in the second period.
Little secret about Bill Barger. He never wrestled, man. He was a Garfield Heights guy, boxed.
Thank you.
He was very
Served our country proudly, didn't he?
Yes, served our country proudly. He's just a great person, man, and for him to dedicate his life to this sport the way he did, to create this environment, man, incredible.
.45 seconds remaining here in the second period, still scoreless.
Bo Bassett coming out of the back, looking intense. I'll tell you what, it's the first time I've been in the same room with that young man. Very polite. I know I was standing here with Flint McCollins. Flint had a couple nice things to say to him. He was very polite, nice dude. But, he's one of the most recognizable high school wrestlers in history. I'm going to make a statement like that with social media and the way the Bassett boys have blown up. They're at a level of recognition maybe never seen before. And was funny, I was watching him warm up with his little brother before semis, and you could see how much he loved wrestling just warming up with his brother. And that's something that a lot of his videos don't show. Shows his training regimen and things like that. He was all smiles and rolling and roly-poly and getting his brother ready. You could genuinely see how much he loved our sport. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing that I spotted yesterday with, or this morning actually, with Bo Bassett. Just something that you don't really see in all those videos that he shares.
Here we go to the third period. We go. Your 215-pound championship match.
Neither guy willing to go down. Oh no, that he chose down, and that guy put him on his feet, so it was just 1-0. I was going to say, that's crazy to see two guys choose neutral. You know?
Right. 1-0 advantage, Correa.
There's a nice little shot. Little head outside, low single. He's going to scramble through it.
Man, he just kicked him right in the rib cage.
He's in trouble now. Underneath he does Correa go. Good scramble. Now he sits the corner, does Ziola. Correa's trying to get him to that crack down there. He's got him, but
you got a score there, buddy.
Well, Ziola had the corner. There he hooks the foot.
Closing in on a minute remaining here in the third period.
Really clears the score for Corella.
That's going to give him a 4-0 advantage. Under a minute to go.
Nice little switch attempt there.
Yep. Ooh.
Still a lot of time.
Hey.
Yeah.
Think he's maybe hitting like a Cunningham moment here where?
Nah, I don't know.
Just hanging on maybe. The lead.
That's different.
It's different.
That guy died out there.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
This guy may be stalling a little.
He just knew that Jamie Fausnight was looking in on it, and it could not end 1-0 for you at this 215
Well, this is
match.
215. They don't do that. It's the heavyweights that do that junk.
36 seconds remaining.
These two heavyweights, watching them warm up, I don't think it's going to be like a yawny type match.
I mean, look, but 215s look like these guys do what they do. It's insane.
The size of this Blair heavyweight warming up over here. The size of that dude.
It's a monster.
Baby face, 6'8" dude.
4-1 now with 20 seconds remaining in the third period.
Oh, looking for Peterson. Not quite, though, but in on the legs.
Love it. Keeps going for it, man. He got to. Yeah.
But a reversal's only worth 2.
Never gives up. Rocky Balboa.
5 seconds
there's the
left.
leg in, so there's a reversal, only worth 2, which I
4-3.
think is crazy.
As time expires, Correa will be your 215-pound champ. Good chance, Jamie, you mentioned the big fella from Blair was looking on, and we're going to have a chance to see the man out of Cardinal Gibbons, Florida, for your 285-pound heavyweight match. Your championship match here at the 30th Ironman Wrestling Tournament.
Spender Tech followed his way through it. Michael Mako.
Oh, I apologize. It's our
Gibbons.
Faith Christian Academy, not Blair.
Oh, yeah, and against
John got me confused here on those singlets now. They got the same color rocking.
Hey,
Mark Effandian. Tech Falls, he had a 4-0 win in the quarters and a 4-1 win in the semis.
Mako's daddy was Iowa champ, Blair champ, Ironman champ. And I see him.
Cite your source.
I seen him sizing TJ up a little bit ago, TJ. You got anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, let's.
This
is going to be as good a
drink one series left.
Drink it up, TJ. This is as good a heavyweights as you're going to see.
150 on the clock here in the first period.
I seen you guys duking it out for that extra chicken wing out there in the hospitality room.
Shout out to these guys here at
a great
the Ironman tournament. They
Yeah,
always
that
put
was
on
very
in the hospitality room.
There was plenty of food there after the break, and that's surprising. But then again, the girls are here for the long haul tonight.
Right. So they need to be ready for those coaching.
They couldn't turn it off yet.
Right.
Scoreless here in the 285-pound championship match.
Shocker, right, TJ? No, it's only 40 seconds into the match. These guys are being very aggressive. There'll be some points scored. Nice little throw bar 2-on-1. He kind of shucked a 2-on-1 by. It was like a weird little shuck, but he went inside wrist on that, like just
cool,
2-on-1 in it. And then he took a nice little shot off of it. So, yeah, these are two guys that aren't going to give you hope.
Got a minute remaining here in the first period.
Quadruple overtime, but 1-1.
Heavyweight championship match brought to you by Fitzgibbons, Arnold and Company.
Right, it's not going to be like watching paint dry kind of.
There's a nice little. Oh, that was a nice little ankle pick to the far side.
He kind of did that same
he shot like
he
he
did
towards the one foot and attacked the other ankle.
The Cardinal
That was
Gibbons
filthy.
Chief takes a 3-0 lead here with 56 seconds remaining in the first period.
Yeah, you don't see heavyweights do that every day. That was awesome. That was awesome.
TJ, where was Cardinal Gibbons?
They are
The only reason I'm asking because there is one in North Carolina where I used to live. So
Cardinal Gibbons out of Florida.
okay. Just making
3-1
sure,
match
okay.
now here in the first period. 45 seconds remaining. 6-1
Another
now.
takedown. Yep. Back on their feet, 6-2.
The Chief with the 6-1 lead. Now 6-2. Looking a little leaner. .30 seconds remaining here in the first period.
Oh, we got a pin right here in front of us.
The Big Daddy out of Lake Highland Prep, Florida. Looking to finish it out in front of us. 20 seconds remaining in the first period of the heavyweight championship match.
Hey, Mocha pinned his first kid. Tech fault the next kid. Tech fault his semifinal. And then here he is now.
He scores points.
Scores points. Yeah, there he is. Speaking of scoring points, blessed of greatness.
Stand right here. We're going to put somebody on here.
Oh my gosh, look at me brought with him. Got the whole the 8 teams.
Brought back up.
Gosh dang, man. Ray's here. We got Ben Hatta.
Check. And Hatta joining us, man. Tell you what, a lot of excitement here, man. You know what it's all about inside the Thunderdome.
Oh, yeah. I wrestled a dual meet here against Adam Plaus the first time he came. 1994. ESPN was here.
That's right.
I actually met Adam Plaus personally for the first time. We've crossed paths a million times, but I don't think I remember. I introduced myself, hey, Adam, Jamie Fausnight. I said, you kind of stole the show in the documentary from what I've seen so far. And I was like, we never wrestled each other. You would have beat me, but it would have been one that people talked about. He was such an exciting guy to watch
he was a character. He was
a
pro wrestler in high school.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
He loved the crowd. He loved to flick the crowd off. He loved the boos. He said, he's like, I love the boos because that means they were paying attention.
Right, yeah.
You know? When they were quiet, he's like, I used to actually lose when they were quiet. Or when they cheered me, he's like, I lost when they cheered.
They did.
I was so
they never did. They didn't have to worry about that.
9-4 lead for the Cardinal Gibbons Chief. $1:30 remaining in the second period.
Where you're right, there were 6 mats going, and the whole room watching Adam Plaus.
Yeah, he was a crowd pleaser. This tournament's amazing too. It's been going great so far.
Yeah, no,
it's running smooth.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We got a new kind of leaderboard too. Usually, you see Blair, Eds, that kind of battle going on. Now
Absolutely.
we got that, Faith Christian Academy.
Christian, McCourt.
Yep.
Malvern Prep. Yeah, it's
nasty.
loaded.
Minute remaining here in the second period. Your heavyweight championship match, 9-4 lead.
Very close,
For the Chief.
Remember Marco? He was a natty champ, right?
Steve, 100%. His son is amazing. So Steve, I know because of the judo world.
Oh,
so
that's
Steve's
right.
a black belt in judo, and his son isn't taking it anymore, but he's the master of the inside trip or outside trip.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't
This
used
dude
it.
right here?
The guy in the Chiefs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'll be watching for that. That's one of my
his
favorites.
son. I think that's the only guy he brought.
Yep, it is.
You think Sonny would respect the shoe game? But the old school's on now.
Those old schools are cool.
Those are like Gables, right?
Yeah. Sonny knows the name and prototype of every wrestling shoe. It's so funny.
30 seconds
So
left.
The Gable 96s.
25 on the clock. 9-4 lead for the Chief.
Oh, stalling call.
Sonny chases
Oh, he
kids
got a
down
point.
after the tournament. Like,
Make it 10-4.
where the Kills Gables go?
He's looking arm drag.
Yep. Oh,
There's that
Oh!
same shot.
There it is. Ankle pick.
Well, he like leans to the one ankle, but he catches the other
Wow.
one. To have a wingspan like that, you
Yeah.
imagine? You imagine?
Took a little.
But that's pretty because he
13-4.
does lean towards the one side and he catches the far ankle with the other.
It's because all that
Left
weight's on
hand.
there. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't move it.
Heading to
Yeah.
the third period of your heavyweight championship match. While we have a chance to talk to you real quick, man. Man, what you did here with the Clash of Dynasties. I mean, we're here, Walsh Jesuit. We obviously know what went on with St. Ed's. What you were able to put together, phenomenal job, man. You had us up there at the Akron Civic Theater. You had the deal you did up at the House of Blues, put it on for the 4-part docuseries. Tell people how they can get involved with this. Tell people how they can get this on their streaming services right in their TV in their home.
Yeah, we're coming out on 12/12 next Thursday, 12/12, and you can go to www.clashofdynasties.com, and it'll be live link that'll take you straight to our webpage where you can buy and rent the series. You can get it in a bundle. You can buy an episode at a time. But yeah, it's 4 episodes. It covers the entire decade of the 90s. It gives you a lot of history on the St. Ed's dynasty and how that formed with Coach Ferguson, and then Walsh's dynasty, obviously, with Coach Barger. And then, of course, we have in episode 3 a good, homage to the Ironman tournament that was started in 94-95 season. And, Walsh came away with that first win.
Coming off those back-to-back national championships. Minute 13 remaining here in the third period.
Stack them
13-4
brackets.
lead.
Yeah. Looking at the wall right there, 91, 93, 94, 95, right there, all
See,
those banners.
national champs.
Yeah.
It's from 94, 95, 96, all say national champs.
Yeah.
Under a minute
You
to
know.
go in the third.
Man, I got to tell you.
How many national champs did Eds have team-wise?
We had 8, I think, in 92 was the 8th national championship they won. But then they didn't win another one until 2000, or 98, and then 2000, and then 2007.
So St. Ed's has the most overall, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. They had, I think, 6 before they even wrestled Walsh.
Wow.
Yeah.
16-5, 32 seconds
insane.
remaining here in
I
the
didn't know
third
that.
period.
Starting in 82, they won like 6 in a row.
So what are we talking about? 20?
Oh, no. They
Total?
haven't won another one. They haven't won a national title since 2007.
Okay.
Ever since then, Blair took over.
Right,
So
Blair took- yeah.
Blair came in like 97, and then Ed's won it in 98. I think Blair won it in 99. Ed's won it in 2000, and then Blair went on their run and haven't looked back. That could be the next Clash of Dynasties, St.
Hey.
Ed's versus Blair.
Hey, Ben, I got to tell you, as a bit of a historian or wrestling junkie from that era and from the area, that was so much fun to watch that. I said it to you before, and I say it in front of anybody who's listening. That is 30 for 30 level depiction of what it was, and for someone who doesn't even have any interest in wrestling, could gravitate towards that in the first 30 seconds and enjoy the chunk of history you shared with everybody. It was accurate. It was amazing. It was so much fun. I had my 19-year-old son with me who's heard some war stories and pretty knowledgeable himself, but to have that right in front of me, he just enjoyed it so much. And I thank you, just as, I wasn't a part of the rivalry, but as someone who watched it from an outsider looking on, it was still a part of my history watching it. It was so impressive how well of a job you did.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think what I'm trying to do, too, is to reach that other community that's, one, outside of St. Ed's, outside of Walsh, but outside of the state of Ohio.
Right,
and
right.
let them know that this is a great wrestling story. We need more great wrestling stories being told.
Yes.
And this is the first wrestling series, that's got a great hook
Right.
to it versus just a documentary one-off.
Right.
It's not just for Walsh Jesuit and St. Ed's guys to watch. This is for the whole sport of wrestling to get behind and say, dang, that's motivating. That's
Absolutely.
moving. I'm going to go wrestle with an Ironman now.
Absolutely, yeah. I hope
Yeah.
this motivates other teams that are trying to form dynasties, or ones that are dynasties, that either they challenge the best of the
Right,
best,
right.
or the ones that are just coming up are like, I'm taking those guys down. They need another David and Goliath, right?
Right. Hey, maybe that could be next season.
Absolutely, season 2.
Yeah, season 2. There it is. Yeah.
That's your 106-pound
real
championship
quick.
match here at the 30th Ironman Wrestling Tournament. Caleb Noble, wrestling out of
Noble.
Illinois. Pretty cool. Got a chance to talk to his daddy out in the parking lot, Derek Noble,
He's taking on
out of
Justin.
Paynesville, Riverside.
Yeah, he's taking on Justin Farmsworth from Malvern Prep. I've seen a few of those Malvern Prep kids. They're tough too.
Jamie, I think it sounds like you got a little bit more excitement in your voice here now after you just got a chance to see some heavyweights go 16-6. These boys moving a little bit.
If the heavyweights gets takedowns, I'm happy.
This is the
if I have to
happiest.
watch, if I have to watch 4 overtimes at 1-1, I'm gonna go to the bathroom during the heavyweights.
This is the happiest I've ever seen Jamie Fausnight at a wrestling event finals.
Well, yeah,
ever.
I
And now we're
usually
back
have
to a little bit more
You
of his
usually have
speed.
to leave with that taste in your mouth.
Scoreless here with 45 seconds on the
these
clock in the
heavyweights
first
are great.
period.
Now the heavyweights are getting much more athletic and fast. I mean,
Right.
they're
Well,
moving like
What those
The-
215s?
adding the 215s helped because
Yeah.
that added another guy in the room for
Yep.
them to practice with. Where, back in our day, they had to practice with a coach and stuff like that. The 89-pounders weren't big enough.
I think jacking up the weight up to 285
Yeah.
gives those football players a little bit more because they're big.
I don't
And
think
they
that
put the
weight
two,
down, yeah.
the 90
They
and
don't want to cut
215.
weight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Wait,
So-
I wrestle and I got to cut weight now? Come on, coach.
Yeah, I think the one thing
Good point, man.
the
Yeah.
one thing that really stuck out to me, and there's not a whole lot of places I go where I don't feel safe, but I'll tell you what, when we ventured down to the Barley House in downtown Akron,
Wow, that was chewed up.
there was some bad dudes represented
in that
there.
room, man.
But
That was some
not,
killers in that room.
not,
Yeah.
not a whole lot of heavyweights, though, right?
No, the
No.
Walsh didn't have a lot of heavy. Away our heavyweights represented.
had heavyweights.
Stephen Terabenic was there.
Marshall,
He was
yeah.
part of it.
I was telling my son when they mentioned Terabenic, I remember sitting at the state tournament and him like warming up on the outside circle and run in and put his foot on the line. I saw the whole freaking mat move. Like that's a dog. He was in heavyweights are usually like doopty doopty doo. He was ready to go rip your throat out.
Oh yeah, and that was the time too around some great heavyweights. Bruce Baumgartner was
Fickle
still
was around that area.
So we were talking about that earlier about Fickle was the only high school guy to ever take down Bruce Baumgartner, and that happened in that 91, 92 season. And what's
we
his
got a
name?
scramble.
Was,
1-0 advantage for the
We got a
Friar. 1:40 on the clock here in the
Those are
second
some
period.
lanky
Step
106s,
over,
man. He got to the scramble. Now here's that Peterson where
he's got to stuff his head.
Is Fick still the only guy to win state championships at 2 different weights?
who?
Fickle?
Not
No,
2 different weights.
won-
But he won like 3 different weights.
There's been other people since, yeah.
He was the first
was like-
one to pin all the way through the state tournament, the sectionals, district, and states. He was the first one in the state of Ohio to
Really?
pin all
Wow.
12 in a row. And then Sam Nider followed it up in Division I a couple years later.
Still one
Joe
guy.
And then
Heskett.
Joe Heskett did it the next year.
Still
Faster
one
than
guy
everyone.
I would never want to
Did
screw with,
Ryan
man. Luke
Lang
Fickle.
do
Oh,
Yeah.
3 different weight classes?
it's a bad
I
man.
don't know Lang, how many classes he was in. He's actually right there.
Who's that?
Row in the
Oh, my
black
goodness.
vest and the gold sweatshirt.
Okay.
Who is?
Is he-
Ryan Lang.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. 4-time state champ, first one for St. Ed's. He
Yeah.
just got inducted in the Hall of Fame with Dean Heil this year at St. Ed's.
and he's the one that's in Marysville, right?
No.
He's in California, I think.
Calvary Chapel.
Yeah,
where
he
he's
helped out with
yeah,
Calvary
he's helping
Chapel.
there,
Yeah, he brought a couple of guys a couple years ago.
Yep.
They made it to the finals.
Man, I want that shirt they used to have, man. It said "Glory to God" and the state championships listed on the back.
Yeah, I remember Calvary Chapel. They were big when I was in high school in '94. They had the Valdez brothers, Dane and Kane Valdez.
Didn't they come up here and do like a big duel kind of thing the night before the Ironman?
Yes.
Yeah.
It might have been a couple years after, but yeah, they did.
And on a single.
Something like that.
Oh, he went for a little roll through.
You guys are tall
They
for
use
one
that
of
play
those.
as a half.
They're super tall. Yeah, just circle behind, run that half. That's hook, step over that back leg. He wants to go Merkel.
15 seconds remaining here in the second period.
He's trying to go Merkel to get to 2. That's not a Merkel. I don't care if he gets his hands locked. He's got to have that back ankle hooked or it's not a Merkel.
Closing in on his third period.
Don't
1-0
give him 2 for
advantage
that.
the
Don't
young
give
man
him
from
2
Alpha
for
Prep.
that.
No,
it's not a Merkel.
It's true. Yeah, it's not positioning. It's
I
control.
hate it. I hate it when they get that foot in there and they latch over the far arm and the head, and the ref gives to him like that's not a Merkel. He can't roll through there. They'll give 2 there.
Because it's not control. Yeah.
So they're going to attend to that young man from Malvern Prep holding the 1-0 lead as we head to the third period. This 106-pound championship match brought to you by Terry Reagan.
Yeah, TJ, look at these heavyweights, or these 6-pounders wrestling a heavyweight match after I just talked all that jive.
You know, John, we had a lot of time to talk about Bill Barger, obviously, what he did here, creating this thing. But I mean, you got to talk a little bit about Greg Urbis, Ben. I mean,
Love Greg Urbis,
he's quoted in here as saying this is the tournament of many future Olympic, world, and Pan American champions. What he did for the program there. Unprecedented.
Yeah, he's well. Everyone that comes through St. Ed's refers to him as Saint Urbis. The guy is at the school before anyone
100%
gets there. He drives a minivan or bus to pick up kids in the inner city to bring them to school every morning. Stays late night to drive them home. Like, the guy was amazing. He wasn't the best, self-admittedly, wasn't the best wrestler, you know, but he was the greatest motivator. Same with Bill Barger. And he knew how to lead men to battle.
Isn't that crazy? You were just talking about how he wasn't even a wrestler. You're talking about Greg, one of the greatest wrestler, and what these guys put together with the two programs that you were able to highlight on your doc series.
If you have the ability,
they wanted this.
if you had the ability to make a kid believe, you can be a coach.
Yep, no doubt.
You know, you don't have to, tell your war stories to be able to convince them that they can do it.
And trust me, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Jim Tressel was the best quarterback or football player out there, but he made me believe.
Right.
Every time I go to North Canton, Ohio, man, the only thing I can think of is Jamie Fausnight.
Oh, jeez.
The young man from Dublin Kaufman right here in front of us getting after it.
I'm like the 40th best wrestler.
There we go.
Such victory.
Ohio representation.
The top 75 North Canton Hoover
I tell
wrestlers.
you what, I need to call a timeout real fast because I've been watching Ray over here, man. He's getting ready to go. He wants some action.
He's working out.
He was over here.
He got his jump rope.
He was warming up, man, staring down. I don't know who, but hope it wasn't me.
Got 6 pairs of shoes.
He's getting ready to go Desperado. Ray, ready for some Desperado, man? Want to go some Desperado on here? Want to grab
45 seconds remaining here in the third period of this 106-pound championship match.
You got a minute? Yeah, I got a minute.
See if Caleb Noble
You can stay on.
is able to pull something off.
We got Ray McDonald here joining us.
What's happening? What's happening?
Ray, I got to tell you, we got the two documentary kings right now because the two coolest things I've seen lately is the Clash of Dynasties and the Ray McDonald.
Here we go. Caleb Noble ties it up. 1-1, 22 seconds remaining.
That, too, was super high quality. Well done. It did you absolute justice. I think it embodied who you are, and it could easily not do it right, and I thought it did it absolutely right. So
Thank you.
it was awesome to see, man.
Oh, there we got a selfie doing a selfie. Boy, I'll tell you what. I feel like I'm back at the Barley House, man. I feel safe here now, man.
Right.
I got the guys, man. 22 seconds remaining here in the third period. 1-1. Ray, before we ask you to give us any updates on Rudis, everything that's been going on there, everything that you do, tell us how people can get this documentary has come out on you, man. Everything about your career, the legend you are. Tell us about a little Mount Union Purple Raider action.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity to represent Rudis. Anybody that's interested in checking out the document can come to Rudis.com. There's a link that takes you directly to it. And
3 seconds remaining. 1-1.
Oh, nothing.
There we go.
Yeah, Ray, I saw that documentary. It was great. Your story's amazing, and
Thank
I think I saw it on YouTube. I think on the Rudis' page.
Yeah.
And no, they did a great job. And
1-1 overtime.
Just
Overtime
keep doing what you're
in the
doing.
106.
Don't
Appreciate
stop.
We got a great production crew, man. These guys are top of the game. Best in the world as far as I'm concerned. They did me justice. They guided me through all the phases of it. I learned what movie making is really about. These guys are pros, and they're young pros, so sky's the
there it
limit.
is. Sorry, I didn't
All
mean to
right.
interrupt. There was your overtime
Oh,
takedown
man.
right there.
Yeah.
Caleb Noble getting it done.
Great job.
Caleb Noble.
He's your 106-pound champion at Ironman. Ray, was it just last year, the year before that, you went over there to Poland, got yourself a
Yes.
world championship?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Man,
sir.
still doing it. Getting it done.
What was it like, Ray, opening up your life to knowing that other people were going to see it, not just the people that we were working with?
Well, in my coaching career, I've tried to give bits and pieces to the guys just to keep things in perspective, why I've been around so long, what gifts I had and made them work. I wasn't the greatest athlete, but I had speed, and I had Hall of Fame coaches. Walter Larchek, Bobby Douglas conferred on me as I was going into college and kind of put a template together for me, which was easy to follow. I had heart. I think you get that in Stark County no matter what. So
Yeah, baby.
I had really good support all the way, and it felt good to finally get all the pieces out. You know, I lost my mom 3 years ago. I lost my dad 4 years ago, and my mom was my first coach. I did that keynote speech at Genoa Thursday, and I let them know that your first coach is your most important coach, and that's your mom. She talks to you in the womb, and that made a big difference in, you know, the kind of guy I was under pressure. You know, she said, no matter what, never quit. So here I am.
You know what I learned, Rick, was I did not know that you were a Timken guy. I've always associated you with Alliance.
Is that right?
Because you were a Mount Union guy, and I'd always see it, Top Gun, and I just always associated you with Alliance. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, well, no, he's a Kansas City guy. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Love to see a Kansas City guy make it, man. They're always scrappy guys, that athletic and have a lot of heart. And I always
got to be
enjoy
from
that.
Cam, man. You got to.
Yeah.
Moving on to our 113-pound championship match. Got the young man from Faith Christian Academy taking on fella from Stillwater. 53 seconds here into the first period.
That's Fred Buckman from Faith Christian Academy taking on. This was the name I was struggling with this Inglacio
Villasenor from Stillwater. Villasenor. Ignacio Villasenor.
All right. 3-0 advantage.
That's a cool name. I'm not going to be able to say it off the tip of my tongue ever one time, right? That's Iggy in my team, on my room, Iggy V, that's what I would call him.
Call him
Iggy V.
Get connected to your IV.
You guys are poets and didn't know it.
Ray, what's the status here right now of our guys out in Alliance? Mount Union Purple Raider Wrestling. We had a chance to talk to Ryan Riggs last week over at the Stark County Preview. A lot of good things going on. Clay Wenger started up the women's program.
Yeah.
Great stuff going on, man. We know that women's wrestling in North America, fastest growing sport.
Oh, yeah. It's going to save the sport.
Oh, absolutely.
Great things going on down there in Columbus. I know the girls at Old Tangy Orange, Dom DeSabato, Vanessa Lee Nat,
Marysville ladies down there.
Our girls out in Alliance, the Aviators.
Aviators,
Doing great things.
The Perry Panthers are coming on strong.
Yes, they are.
With the ladies.
I tell you, I went to a John Carroll wrestling match against Albion, and they did intermix the girls, the women's, and the men's wrestling together. So they guys match and a girls match and guys match. It's the most phenomenal thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
It was the whole gym was packed with just a lot of different fans. A lot of girls showed up to support the guys, and they were there for their girlfriends. So it was nice to see that interaction of the two genders coming together on the mat. It really brought a lot of energy to that match.
To the second period we go. 3-0 advantage Green. 113-pound championship match.
Yeah, these last two have been a lot closer, and like I say, when you get to this level of, it becomes more about who makes the lesser mistakes than who takes the most risks and things like that. You have to really, you want to explode at the right times. You want to set things up. You can't just go out there and go crazy.
Smart wrestling.
Yeah, it can't be gas pedal matches. You got to ease into it and
wrestle smart.
Find your flow. Yeah.
Unless you're Bo Bassett, because I'm starting to believe I'm in that machine gun mindset. Because I'll tell you what, does he bring it? Now, let me ask you guys, because I'm not a huge fan of this 3-point takedown and 4-point near fall. The reason I don't care for it is because, you want to bring in fans. You want people to be involved. The best guys in our sports, guys like that, we just took away probably 5 matches worth of mat time out of his junior season that we're not going to get to see him. He's going to tech fall guys 2 to 3 minutes earlier in the match than he would have last year.
Yeah.
And, you wait, you're trying to make fans, you're trying to get people to watch this on television. They're going to wait around for Bo Bassett, and he's going to tech dudes in the first period rather than you getting to see him, get that last takedown and start the third.
Yeah.
You know, that's what kind of bums me out about it.
Well, I think it's, in that sense, you're correct. In another sense, it's almost like it gives the athlete more energy at the end of the day. So it's kind of like I was feeling that at the Olympic trials with that hard weight cut they have to do. And then you can see guys hit the wall early in their matches. And like, these are the best guys in the country, and they're hitting the wall. So there's something fundamentally wrong about having that second day hard
How long
cut.
are the periods?
I think there's...
Was it 3-2-2?
Two 3-minute periods?
2 3-minute periods? Okay.
Yep. with a break in between.
40 seconds remaining here in the second
those
period.
college match, that's 3-2-2.
Yeah.
You can consider, if you're going to add the scoring like that, you might need to do something with the team scores too. A tech fall might not be, or what, is it the team scores that change a little bit? Because a major decision is so easy to get now. On 2 takedowns and then escape, and you're up 7 or no? Yeah.
Well, with the 4 back points too, you take a guy down twice and put him on his back. They're 1 point away from a tech fall.
Right. And I do, for the guys that can't have early techs, I don't blame them for being fans of it. I get that. They want to get out there and get their work done and get off.
Well, when I was in high school,
I want to be a fan, and I want more fans.
St. Ed's, we used to have a takedown award. So whoever got the most takedowns in the season, you get it. But this just cut half those, cut that number in half.
Walt Talarczyk sat us in a classroom to start a practice and be like, if you get a takedown in the first 15 seconds, you go right back on your feet. If you get a takedown in the next 25 seconds, you go right back. Our goal was to be up 6-2 going into the second period. That way you break his spirit and then you break his back.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're going to go neutral here to start this third period. 4-1 advantage for the young man from
There are
Faith
more
Christian
guys
Academy.
that are getting that first takedown and grinding out that first period. But then if you give up a takedown to start the next period, then all that momentum's lost.
Yeah.
It's like going for it on 4th down and not getting it. And you're like, maybe you should have kicked the field goal there.
Right.
And I struggle with that. But I think that the 3-point takedown will encourage a little bit more of that, which I do like because I'm old school guy. So I think that the 3-point takedown will encourage some take them down and cut them wrestling that I've missed for a while.
Hey, Jamie, when it's 4th and 1, man, let's line them and go for it. 4-1 here in the third period. $120 remaining. Your 113-pound championship match brought to you by Brennan Mana Diamond. I just got a chance to see Bill McKinney walk by and talk about how the growth of women's wrestling. You look at a girl like Jade McKinney, what she was able to do. They did the documentary on her.
Again.
They filmed her.
This guy's wearing out. It's a 4-2 match. He just gave up a stalling call, asking for injury time. Business is picking up here in this one.
Yes, it is. $120. Sit here.
He saw that Cunningham dude die, and he took injury time. He's smarter. But this is the beginning of the season. Some of these guys haven't been pushed at all yet. You got to wrestle these matches. And that's another thing. I was talking to an 8th grader that got a tech fall, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe you need to wrestle in some third periods because when the chips are down, you're going to wrestle in the third. For a middle school kid who's not wrestling dogs like this every match, you're going to want to get to the third period and get your lungs ready for those wars that are at the end of the season.
Know what that feels like.
Absolutely.
As it sits right now, 4-2 advantage. Faith Christian Academy. We'll get this thing reset.
All right, 109. Beckman up 4-2. Iggy V is starting to pressure, man. He's bringing it. Sophomore out of Stillwater, taking on freshman Beckman from Faith Christian Academy.
50 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Ignacio is giving all the pressure. He's going forward. That's what the stalling call was from earlier. He needs to get a shot off. He's not winning the hand fighting right now.
30 seconds.
He's pressuring
for the third period. See if Vicky V can pull something out.
He's trying.
There's another stalling call for one, but that doesn't really mean anything.
No, but a takedown.
A 3-point takedown.
15 seconds
Here's the
left.
throw by to snap down.
Keep driving. Maybe you'll get another one. Tie it
Next one be 2. Next one be 2.
5 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, they won't call that.
He did enough to get it. Wow.
That's what we were talking about earlier. Smart wrestling.
Yeah.
Right?
Tactics.
Know where you are.
He wasn't going to make a mistake. He had his butt on the out of bounds. He wasn't backing up anymore at that point.
And he knew the ref wasn't going to call stalling to end the match, right?
There's a lot of room for tactics.
I don't think that the crowd would have booed like crazy if he did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they would have.
And we're going to get a chance to see another wrestler from Faith Christian Academy.
Back to back.
Coming up here in your 120-pound championship match at the 30th Ironman Wrestling Tournament, brought to you by Bernard Heating and Cooling.
Yeah, this is another Beckman. Joe Beckman from Faith Christian Academy, his brothers. Another
This
one,
young man
number
out
one
of
seed all the way
Brownsburg, Indiana.
through. Taking on, his name's cut off. Oh, there it is. Revan Dickman from Brownsburg. 7th seed, might be the lowest seed we've seen in the finals.
Wow, it's a good tournament. Unless he was unseated properly.
No guarantees at this level.
That's true.
There's been a lot of 1 versus 2s in this in the finals. There's been a lot. It's good to see a 7 seed in there. From Indiana.
I got mentioned too, man. I just got a little update from my guy over here at the scorers table of Caleb Noble, who won that 106-pound championship match. Won his quarterfinal match on a scoring error.
Wow.
Yeah.
Week 0. Everybody's scorekeepers and referees are fresh out of the gates too. It sucks to travel a really long way and have something like that happen.
Yeah.
Buck 30 on the clock in the first period. And Hatta, Ray McDonald joining us here. Jamie Fausnight. Appreciate everybody joining us, streaming us on our YouTube channel.
So Ben, what's next? Do you have a plan for another story? Do you have anything in the works that you're thinking about?
There's a couple of projects in the works. What we try to do with Clash of Dynasties is we trademark the series title so we can do a spin-off for our next Clash of Dynasties. It could go, Duke, North Carolina, Ohio State, Michigan, something like that.
Holler at your boy.
Try a
Maybe I'll
different
help you out with
sport.
that one.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But as far as like storylines, my dad's got a great story, so I've been thinking about that. People keep talking to me about that.
Bobby Douglas. I just mentioned that, Bobby Douglas. What year was he the Olympic coach? First year. What year was that?
92.
In 92, the first African-American coach.
Yep.
Like, that's amazing, and there's such a cool story there. Absolutely.
Well, he and my
3-0
dad
lead for Declan.
Best friends.
were best friends and roommates in college.
Yeah.
You got a black man and a Japanese man boarding together.
Culture.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I have so many choice pictures of your dad and Bobby conferring at the World Trials, kicking it, laughing about something, pointing something out, getting after refs. Best of friends, man.
Yep.
Just
My dad used to go out to Arizona every summer to do a month of Bobby Douglas camps. And if we were lucky, you could jump on that train and stay out there for a couple weeks. And work out with like Marcus Malika and Ray Miller and Sean Charles, all those guys.
Yeah.
Ben, where would they train out there in Arizona?
At Arizona State.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was head coach in there until mid-'90s before he rolled over to Iowa State. But they won a national title. They were, I think, the only national championship team to win the NCAA tournament without an NCAA champion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Strong consolation
88,
team.
I think that
That
was.
says a lot.
88, yeah.
That says a lot.
Yeah. They had some killers on there.
And some Ohio boys in the lineup. Yeah.
Marcus showed up later, but there was Dan St. John was
Dan
there.
St. John.
Yeah, he was a killer. And then his brother Steve, I think.
Was Rex Holman there?
Rex Holman was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had a great team.
Arizona State's got a little banger on their hands today. That was earlier? They took on Iowa State?
Oh, how'd that turn out?
Arizona State won.
They did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the game changer for me was when we cut out of the valley and went up there, Flagstaff, got up in that elevation. Changes you a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Never thought I'd see a monsoon and snow
Yeah.
in Arizona.
Hot to cold.
You'll find that about 8,800 feet above sea level.
Yeah.
Buck 34 on the clock here, second period. 3-0 lead for the young man from Faith Christian Academy.
Nice scramble. Yeah. Bachman a sophomore, young dudes, man. Bachman a sophomore, Dickman a junior.
Ben, talk about a couple of the other projects you did before the Clash of Dynasty, man. I know you got a lot of stuff on your resume.
Yeah, we did. Our first wrestling doc that we did was Team Foxcatcher. on Netflix about obviously Dave Schultz and John DuPont's paths crossing at that time in '96. And then from that, we got contacted by a production company that was doing Kurt Angle's documentary. So we came on board to help with that, and that's on Peacock. And, we're lucky enough, both of them actually got 100% ratings on Rotten Tomatoes right now. So
Wow.
Super excited about that. And then this third one that we're doing, Clash of Dynasties, we tie in those two documentaries a little bit because they took place during the same time in the 90s. So there's an ode to both Dave and to Kurt in our series. But yeah, I think our goal is just to get great wrestling stories out there, broaden the audience from just the wrestling audience to to understand that it's not just about the sport. There's human elements to these stories, So if we can grow our sport through media, then I'm all for it.
Bringing the content to the masses.
Absolutely.
That's right.
High quality content, great stories, and there's tons of them. There's tons of them.
And done by wrestlers.
Yeah.
That makes it authentic.
You do such a good job with all the old footage. It's got to be so fun and so aggravating at the same time to sift through all that stuff, but still enjoyable. But, you'll see a mountain over there, and you're like, I'm having a great time, but there's like 19 hours worth of video sitting over here. Am I right?
Absolutely. No, it was
8mm.
Yeah, exactly. You get a VHS, 8mm, DVD, and then you gotta digitize it, and then you gotta watch it, to find out if there's anything good in there.
It's quite a process.
It is, because sometimes you're watching these kid matches and you're just listening because you want to hear parents yelling in the background, right? But you gotta watch the whole tape to hear, So it was a lot, but it was also fun too. It was like Christmas morning when you get a new box of tapes, trying to see what you got on there.
Where's the golden nugget? Where's the golden nugget?
And you're always looking for something too. Like there are moments that we were searching for, but someone would just give you a box of tapes. Like, I don't know what's on it. Go through it. And so you're trying to figure out, and then you get like a home movie or someone recorded Home Alone for 2 hours. And so you got to get through that just to understand, if there's something else on the other side. So
I'll tell you what, I was even contacted. I don't even remember who. It might have been Favaro. If I knew of anywhere to find any footage of the referee that died. And I think that was such a classy way to end up doing that. To kind of just make mention, move on. There was no need to have any live video of it or anything like that. And I know that you made mention of that in the showing that I went to. I think that was the right way to do that.
Yeah, I think what we really liked was that we had footage for a lot of things. Like there was a fight in the crowd between two parents and dual meet, right? And so we had different angles of it.
Off record. Do you know the dads?
Yeah.
Okay,
100%.
we don't have to do it on here. I'm dying to know who the dads are. I think I might know.
And then, so the fight in the crowd was something that we looked for because we all knew that it happened. We all, I saw snippets of it, but to see it from 4 different angles, from 4 different tapes, that was great. But then when we got to the referee passing, the more and more we started to build that scene, the more and more we started to realize that it was better to tell to show the generalization and reenact some stuff than to actually show the actual footage. It just wasn't respectful to Don Ferris, who passed.
Good call.
So, yeah, and I think what you feel it. You don't need to see it to understand what happened. And it was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Insane for a referee to just have a heart attack in the middle of a duel.
1:15 remaining here in the third period. 3-0 lead still for the young man from Faith Christian Academy. Your 120-pound championship match. You talked about that, digging through some of that stuff, and then when you find that gold nugget that you didn't know was out there, that is Christmas morning, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. When you there was one where one of the St. Ed's guys slapped one of the Walsh guys across the face during a match.
What?
But it was like during a 6th or 7th place match, so that's not broadcast. So I literally had to dig through these boxes and I found it. But I didn't. It was more because I was just watching it. All of a sudden you see it and you're like, oh, So there were a lot of those moments where you just found like an Easter egg.
There was, this didn't have anything to do with Walsh Eds.
45 seconds remaining.
There was a time when there was a guy named Teak Fu who wrestled for Lakota West that punched Adam Plouse in Medina. Did that ever come across your desk? And I'm telling you, it was
sporty.
Perfect. It was perfect because the ref just turned his back.
Legendary picture, bro.
He cleaned him punched him right clean in the face, and the crowd cheered so loud because somebody finally somebody finally got Adam Plouse in the chops.
No, that was it was funny because we were just talking and we saw Bill yesterday, Bill Barger.
Oh, okay.
And we went and screened episode 1 for him. And it's just great being in his presence. Knowing that this is the 30th anniversary of the Ironman that he created, that first super tournament. So just all these things happening this weekend were just great.
Coach is going to talk with the ref here. Dicklin gets on the board. It's 3-1 with 22 seconds remaining. So if you got I'm sure you've probably done this. If you totaled up the amount of hours that you put into this project,
I mean, I have to do the math, but it was probably 3.5 years straight.
Whew.
The first half year was just talking about it, thinking about it, doing a little dabbling of research, and then a full year of just pre-production. I told someone I got one of those free trials at newspaper.com for 14 days, and I went there for 14 days until like midnight, just getting every single article I could about both schools, and then just reading all of that information. And then again, trying to collect the footage from guys just took a while, right?
Yeah.
Some guys like, oh yeah, I've got it at my parents' house, but he's got to get it.
Can you get it to me by tomorrow?
Right. And then he
That'd be
finds out,
perfect.
right? And then he finds out, oh, my parents threw that stuff out after they had a flood. Right?
Right.
So now it's the road ends. Oh.
Oh.
Here we go.
There's the stalling call.
Here we go.
To tie it.
I love the crowd
Three.
going nuts.
As time expires in the
Yes.
third period.
Yes.
Buckman and Dickman.
120-pound match.
First takedown
Nice.
wins.
Here we go.
These are those dual
Overtime.
meets that we want to see. The crowd's going crazy on both sides.
And that's Carpenter. That's a top shelf state tournament official.
One of our guys, like you said, we see him every year down there at the shot. One of the best out there.
Now, what's the criteria if they go past this period?
Well, it's first takedown wins in this first 1 minute.
Right.
Then they have 2 30-second periods. They go continuous, and they keep score throughout.
So no up
one
and-
guy up on top,
okay.
one guy on bottom.
Got it.
And then if that ends in a tie, then first point scorer has choice. 30-second ride out.
Got it. No coin flip anymore, huh?
No.
Yeah, that's what.
Unless it's tied.
That's what happened in our '94 dual meet here. Ended on a coin flip. Double overtime.
Now, if it's tie, if it's 0-0, then you would. But to get all the way to that point with the 2 30-second ones in overtime, it doesn't really happen.
Dicklin from Brownsburg, Indiana.
There it is.
Slide for the
There
takedown.
It is.
And now you got
Wow.
back-to-back
Wow.
championships for Faith Christian Academy.
Telling the crowd
Buckman brothers.
to calm down. Look at that. He told the crowd to be quiet.
The Buckman brothers, man.
Tell them about it.
Back-to-back champs. Look at that.
Man. Now we know why they sit at the top of the team standings. How about that? The excitement, man. Nothing like it. There's nothing like that.
And then the crowd's
Makes
starting
that hair
to get
stand
juiced.
up.
It's starting to build.
Move on to the 126-pound championship match.
We got Nathan Desmond from Wyoming Seminary, #1 seed, taking on Keanu Dillard from Bethlehem Catholic.
I had a chance.
Another
I
1
didn't
versus 2.
catch his name over here, but my guy in the corner here for seminary, man, I loved his style, man. I was listening to him earlier and yesterday, and he's yelling at his guy. He said, I need one more takedown from you. I need one more takedown from you, man. Just gets after his guys, man. Great coach in the corner.
They're pushing for bonus. There's never a bad time to talk to people about getting bonus
Yep.
points.
That's how you win a tournament.
Yeah.
That's how you win a tournament. It's those extra
You
bonus
can put
points.
another point scorer in the tournament.
It's that semifinal round too.
Yep.
That's where you win. Semifinal round is where you guys
I always say you want to get out to a fast start. You want to get those early pins in those early rounds, and then then you got to win in the semis, and everybody has to contribute. Everybody there has to win one match,
Yep.
and you can win a tournament. With those 3 things. You don't have to have the most champs, like we said. I'm sure they had semis winners, because that's the highest point scoring round.
Scoreless here with 55 seconds remaining in the first period. I know you got to give a shout out to your guy, Mr. McGee, wrestler, what they
Oh, yeah.
did, getting behind that project. Talk about some of the other great partners you had in this thing.
Well, wrestler by far, greatest name in wrestling apparel. You know, we're all wrestlers. Of course, you want to walk around with that brand. But we've got Caruso brand coffees that came on. Dominic, Mike, and Paul Caruso, all wrestlers in the state of Ohio. Dom was a state champ.
Man, I've been rocking the K-Cups for the last 2 weeks. Phenomenal.
Delicious, right? Green Day coffee,
Oh,
right?
love it.
Punk Bunny. And then we had Mead & Moore, which is an accounting firm from Brent Thompson, accountant from Walsh Jesuit.
Okay.
And then we had Springside Athletic Club, which is a local athletic club in Akron here. Springside Athletic Club. And then we had Naka Capital, Yoshi Nakamura came on board. He's rocking Bojangles now, a bunch of franchises on
Nice.
there.
Is he really?
Yeah. And then
Maybe the most fun kid I ever watched.
Oh, he was phenomenal. He
He just did it
Ironman
different.
champ.
He just did it different.
Yeah.
He had judo background. He just did it different. He looked different. He did everything different than
They call
than I
him
ever
Judo
saw.
Jamie, folks.
No, yeah, I wasn't a judo guy.
Scoreless end of the
No,
second
we were
period.
talking Yoshi.
He kicked the back of my foot walking in here earlier.
Yeah, we're talking Yoshi Nakamura. He was a Ironman champ.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I remember I went up to the duel at Ed's, and everybody was anticipating some kind of matchup with him or Sonny or Joe or
Yep. So that was the '97 duel, and he
maybe Bertine or
he
something like
he
that.
tore his
or-
knee
Yeah.
a couple weeks before.
Okay.
And so there was rumor, because back then this was pre-internet, pre-cell phone, all that
Right.
stuff.
You just had to
There
go
was
off-
rumor that he's hurt. Yoshi's not
Right.
going to wrestle. Yoshi's not going to wrestle. So St. Ed's playing the games. Got him dressed up, had him. They timed it when Walsh walked in the gym. Yoshi was running up and down the bleachers, running up and down
To
the
make
bleachers. No, just to show
no,
that.
no,
he-
yeah.
And so when Walsh walked in, they were like, "Wait, is he wrestling? I thought he was injured." And then they weighed him in at 2 different weight classes, so they didn't know if he was going to wrestle Marchetti or Heskett. And then when the teams warmed up, he led the team in warm-up, running around the mat, getting them all fired up. And the match before, he had to go out. He's bouncing in the corner, getting all warmed up.
The
And
gamesmanship.
meanwhile, there's another guy from St. Ed's in the wrestling room getting warmed up.
The gamesmanship, TJ.
Absolutely.
Love it.
So Barger sends out Heskett, and Yoshi goes and sits down, and some kid comes running out of the wrestling room. And Ryan Farrell. And Ryan actually
Kept it
got,
close, didn't he?
he got majured, but
Right.
against
But
Heskett,
against
that's a
Heskett,
win.
yeah,
That
right?
is totally
don't,
a win.
don't get pinned.
Didn't
yeah.
get pinned, didn't
Right.
get teched. So that was a strategic move.
Well, I remember,
Yeah,
even
you
though
won.
he lost, the whole gym went
Yes.
nuts. Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
St.
that
Ed
was a win,
celebrated
yeah.
even though he lost.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's one of the funnest things about a good
Duel,
duel
yeah.
meet.
Yeah.
Especially when the crowd knows that.
The crowd does know that. You
Yeah.
know, good crowd.
That's
the
I
best
think
crowd, yeah.
what the sport is missing right now are those high intensity dual meets. Like a tournament's great,
Right.
but when that whole side over there is rooting for one guy and this whole side over here is rooting for the other guy,
We need to bring that back.
yeah, 100%. The energy is just electric. You can't beat that, right?
Right.
And when they're at the highest level, like I heard Bo Bassett at the Super 32s. You know, that environment. It was like kind of like that, right?
Like Fight Club, everybody's around the
everyone
mat,
was
yeah.
around,
Dude.
and they were,
intense.
yeah, and
You
they were
feel
saying,
honestly, I don't care what level. If it's two well-matched teams, I can watch a dual meet all day. Like, it's just so fun.
they were talking about how that environment, oh my God, that was the best wrestling environment in the world, Super 32s. I was like, that was happening every weekend in
Yeah.
Ohio in the
Right,
90s, right?
Right, yeah.
You know, so we need to bring that environment back where it's just
Yeah.
a packed gym,
Well-
2 people on the mat.
Right.
You know.
Well, we did a stream last winter where
Gerald and Minerva. Down there in the black hole, had the lamp right over top, man, and everybody's going back and forth.
The presentation of the sport is getting a lot better. The introduction of guys
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
lights
yeah.
and the fire, and they got the picture up there on the wall.
it gets better. It's
exciting.
They opened with 2 female teams.
Yep.
Both,
Yes.
both full.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
talking about this the other day. I went to
Full
John,
teams, yeah.
the John Carroll dual meet, and they interchanged the women and the guys wrestle. A girl would wrestle, then a guy would wrestle, and it was
genius.
It was amazing.
I like
it was
that.
so good because all of a sudden this whole sorority walked in, and I was like, when does a bunch of women come in to support a bunch of dudes? And they were there to cheer on their girlfriend.
For the sorority
But they
girl,
were now watching the guys, and so they're cheering on the dudes,
yeah.
and the guys were watching the girls, and so they were in the girls' faces, cheering them on. So the energy was super intense. It was great.
Desmond draws first blood as we
All right.
get ready to head to the third period in the 126-pound championship match. 1-0.
All right, here we go.
Jamie, man, all your lighter weights, man, keeping these low scores. I know you gotta love it.
They're working hard.
Here we go. See if we can't get that excitement we just had.
Yeah.
Build it up.
He's out.
Oh.
You know, that's something
That's nice,
as
Matt,
a wrestler, you gotta feed off that, right? When you start to feel it's kind of raising, right? It brings a little something extra out in you.
Yeah, if you're good, I mean, you take that energy and fuel your fire. There was some game the other
You
day
feel
I was
him
watching.
slowing down.
It was a football game where the whole stadium goes nuts.
Yep.
And the other team took that energy and used it.
That was the
themselves.
House of Pain.
Yes.
Jump around.
Yes.
And Wisconsin.
Yes.
And who was the Oregon?
Yes. And the Oregon.
That was one of their big things to start the fourth quarter.
Yes.
And Oregon went nuts.
Yes, and they took that energy from the opposing team like it was their own team, and they jumped around and they went out and just destroyed. It was awesome.
Go figure. Luke Fickle right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Come on now. Buck 40 on the clock here, third period.
Me and Jamie are
Blood time.
getting down in the pool game. He goes over and puts his quarter in the machine, man.
see some
House
pool.
of Pain comes on. Next thing you know,
I
we
like House of
up.
Pain.
Jumping around.
Yeah. We run the table all of a sudden.
Oh, I don't play cliche. I play B-side. House of Pain, man. Good stuff.
Then he plays We Are the Champions to start out.
Nah. I love that song, but it shouldn't be for every parade. It's kind of cliche to be paraded.
That's illegal.
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
Jamie had a great suggestion for the
Well, we
the
did it in
parade.
our holiday tournament.
What was the
Trans-Siberian Orchestra
Yeah.
for our parade of champions.
Yeah, I like that.
What's a holiday tournament?
for the
so-
holiday tournament? Yeah.
But for here, why not play Ironman?
Yeah.
Why not have it
Right.
play Ironman? You don't think that would be sweet with these teams coming out and walking through the place?
Kill those lights.
Wrestling DJ Jamie Fausnight on the 1s and 2s tonight,
Hey man,
folks.
hey man.
Pyrotechnic show.
Kill the lights, get the pyrotechnics. Hear that Tony Iommi come in, that left-hander.
Look at that smile.
He's thinking
Loving
right
it.
now.
Yeah, he knows.
I got a chance to see my man over here, Sadate from
The
Slam
vision's
Academy out of Nevada. I was watching him yesterday. The man's got some game on him. Didn't know much about Slam Academy. I was asking you that earlier, Jamie.
Yeah,
with,
I didn't know
not
about it.
represented really by a school, but you got invitation to be able to come here, right?
Right.
You know, like you said, some people, not everybody's going to be like Blair or Wyoming Seminary or, you
No,
know.
absolutely not.
Faith Christian Academy, you'll come in here and put a full lineup in. But you get a guy like him come over here, get that slam on. You got those rudest kicks, matching.
Well, you know,
He's ready to go.
that's the X factor that I always talk about. What's awesome about the Ironman is that they have these kids that aren't they're above high school level, and then these people come, sometimes they're like, oh, that's not fair. My kid had to wrestle the Blair kid, whatever. But that's why you go to the Ironman, so you can wrestle those guys. That's why it's the greatest tournament in the country. That's right. I mean,
Yeah. Iron sharpens iron, man.
Yeah.
Try to go after the best.
Desmond with the
and you can't
1-0
get that
lead,
anywhere
going
else,
to
though.
take top.
Yeah.
57 seconds remaining. 126-pound championship match.
You ride him out for the win. That's tough.
It's
That
funny to
shows a
see
lot of grit.
how the tournament's evolved in the past 30 years. The first tournament was St. Ed's and Walsh versus 14 of the best high school teams in the country. And it was the full team. So it was a 16-team bracket, and that was it.
oh wow,
And then the next year, it was still St. Ed's and Walsh, and then they invite 14 more of the best teams.
like who can come beat us?
Right, but then now it's huge, right? This was even before the field house was built, so it's just all in this gym.
Oh, you gave
There
one.
we go, 1-1.
What is that one for? What was the escape? Okay.
All right, here we go.
No excitement. Start to feel a build a little
Yeah.
bit. 50 seconds
Here we
remaining.
go. Someone's got to win.
Oh man,
Who wants it more?
Yep, got to feel that on the left
There's
side of the
no-
chest.
Little underhook ankle pick he went there. He don't have the wingspan as that heavyweight to go across the body like that. He
He
almost
can't do the
tipped right
Mako.
over. That was nasty. He hit 2 of those.
25.
Yeah.
Oh, duck.
Who's going to make the move? 15 seconds
Oh.
There
remaining.
it is. There it is.
Oh,
Nice scramble.
10 seconds. Square it up 1-1.
Desmond went after it. That's for sure.
That's the way it's going to end on this.
Here we go. Back to
He's the
back.
aggressor here.
Overtime.
Nice.
Gotta love it. Sudden death.
It's the
Is the aggressor? Is he the aggressor because he doesn't want to go to overtime, or is he the aggressor because he's ready to push through? It looks like he's in good shape. He's moving well. They both shoot at the same time there. Reshot by Dillard.
Dude, a full
Full split.
Full split.
Oh,
He's got him
I was
locked.
going to bring him down.
The Granby out of bounds. Good, that's good wrestling right there.
That was wow.
But that's the chain that we were talking about. A lot of guys in high school would have let that takedown happen, but the chain goes on. He went right into that Granby. He followed him. They go out of bounds and they move on.
35 seconds remaining. 1-1 here in overtime.
Oh, I can't tell. He's close. Dillard is
Gotta
close.
elevate
He's
it.
throwing that leg in.
Yep.
He's trying to throw that top leg
Got
in.
that
There's a whizzer.
in. Yep.
15 seconds remaining.
The whizzer is just about out, but
I don't know if he's got enough time for it.
5 seconds.
and we move on.
Oh,
Now we'll see some mat wrestling here.
first
overtime
for Saturday afternoon here at the 30th Ironman.
Second overtime of the finals today. Am I
Yep.
right? Yep.
We have not made it this far, though,
Yep, double.
yet today. 126-pound championship match. And you start to see everybody start to crowd around a little bit more. 30 seconds goes
especially
on the
that
clock.
far side, because that match's already done, yeah.
Desmond seemed to do well in the riding that second period. So we'll see if he keeps him down.
Yeah, right. But seemed pretty
Leg
comfortable
goes in
on
right
the-
away.
on that.
Everybody's going to be hard to keep down at this level.
Yeah.
Oh, he gave him a point. What? Stalling call for not returning him soon
come
enough.
on.
Yep.
It's pretty touchy for.
Dang.
So all he's got to do is get out. But that will be his escape point, really.
One
Yeah.
advantage green as time expires.
Wow, that's rough because he
Held him.
did hold him down.
Here we go.
Ooh, here comes the intensity. Start getting a little bit tight. Get to 6 on the board here. See who's gonna let it fly. 30 seconds on the clock.
Oh,
Now, this could be a reversal. It gets too high. There it is, right there.
there it is. Wow.
Desmond.
Gonna call for stalling again.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, my goodness.
5 seconds.
I've seen it happen to somebody before.
Granby.
Oh,
Did he locking hands?
Wow, he
I'd
locked
love to-
hands.
I don't. They didn't call it. I don't know, but he
think
was
the
down
ref-
on the
Time expires and Desmond.
They didn't call it.
Wow.
Go.
Always got to
Good
check.
job.
You always got
He's
to
a little
check.
excited.
Uh-oh, wait.
I think one ref called it, the other one called it off.
I'll check the same real
All
fast.
right,
Get my
right
hand
there,
raised.
man.
Run
That's
off
what it's
that.
all about there,
Yeah.
too. Gotta love the sportsmanship, man.
It's good. It's been very good about that.
It's always great to get excited when you win a championship, man. But to go over there and know that that guy you just competed against gave his all and took you to the limit.
All right, now we're getting to the cream of the crop, fellas.
I still like
We're
the
at
Ferrari kid
132.
flexing on the blur kid. The whole thing.
We got-
yeah, it's great.
We got Bishop McCourt's Jax Forrest, who's kind of just smashed his way through this whole thing. He's tech fault everybody.
A lot of people wanted to. They're saying see him in who Bassett.
Well, him and Bassett are teammates.
Yeah.
Jamie, I know you remember that 132-pound championship match last year. The banger, Ben DeVino, upsetting Marcus Blaze 3-2.
Yeah. This
See.
is
I remember
Jaden Rainey from Union County. He's a 3 seed.
I thought the ceiling was going to cave in this
He's
place.
pinned or
I
tech
mean, it
fault
was-
everybody too. Oh, he had a 1-0
I couldn't hear
decision in the
anything. It was
semis.
so loud.
I mean, how many people were really giving Ben DeVino a chance in that? You know, I mean, Marcus
Oh.
Blaze, you talked about it earlier. He's
Yeah.
going out there, he's beating college guys.
Yeah. World champ.
Look at that takedown.
Look, he might get Peterson out of that.
He's behind him, but
He might get a Peterson out of it. He's close.
Wow.
Look at
Action.
that. That is some action.
Wow.
Good no call. I like that.
Wow. It was funny. He was behind him the whole
The
time, but he
referee's
wasn't
talking
behind
to
him. Right?
All right, so we're
But
gonna have a conversation.
that's high school and college. It's
Control
in
versus
high school
positioning,
it's established control. In college it's position of control a lot of times. Just because the knee's down, it's a takedown in college. Where in wrestling, in high school, they want you to establish that takedown. I mean, really, was there control there? I mean, I don't know if there was.
A lot of rolling around. He was in the right position. He was just a lot of rolling around.
Right.
1:10 on the clock here in the first period. Scoreless, 132-pound championship match. Brought to you by Capital Advisors, Ltd.
You want 3 points for it, you're going to have to earn it.
Wow.
Oh, a little funky roll there. There's the takedown. Rainey is not a easy takedown.
Young man from Bishop McCourt going to take a 3-0 advantage. 3-1 now. 45 seconds remaining in the first period.
But these next couple guys we're lucky to get to watch. These are generational wrestlers. These aren't just really good dudes. Jax Forrest, Bo Bassett, and Marcus Blaze have been just trailblazers. Mark, I made the comment that Bo Bassett is probably the most recognizable high school wrestler ever at this point.
Everybody just named all Super 32 champs, I believe, right?
They've
I think
all
so.
won college wrestling tournaments.
Well, that too, but yeah.
But they're
I'm pretty
just
certain that they all,
legit.
this present year, I think they all won the Super 32 back to back.
With Bo Bassett's social media, I feel like that's just a whole new realm of what type of wrestler that kid is, of being like I thought about it earlier. I said it would be so fun if his coaches were like, let's get out of here. Let's just go over to that CVCA middle school tournament and do a lap around and see how those kids would react to him, in that moment. Just to get out of here for a moment, just go over and say, hey, guys, keep it up, work hard, watch a couple matches and come back over.
I tell you, it's a good social media platform right now. It's a kid from Canfield, Ohio, Giorgio Paulus. He didn't really make a big splash in college wrestling, but he does this thing where if you can take me down, I'll give you $1,000. He's had guys that were, All-Americans, and he'll look like these guys out there with them, and he'll get them.
No, I think that's along with the women saving the sport. I think the social media influencer wrestler is also going to help build the sport, right?
Sure, yeah.
There's a guy Muggsy Bulljunks that has a huge following.
Huge, yeah. I don't even.
It's about the personality, right? You might not have to be the best wrestler. If you got a good personality, kids are going to come to you.
If you're a rock star, you're a rock star.
Yeah. And those characters are, I think, what we need to help grow the sport to, the outside fan.
3-2 advantage for Bishop McCourt. Minute remaining here in the second period.
Well,
no, he's in control, or trying to get control of Rainey. What happened?
Dangerous.
He called it illegal hold.
Oh, wow.
We got our rock star right here with us, but he's not on the mics. He's up there, Jim Bostic.
I'm not sure what
he's
that
up there
hold
with Wrestling
was.
One. That's our rock star over here at SMG, man.
K-Lies did a phenomenal job.
Yep.
I'm not sure what the
they got on the main
was there.
speaker, though, yeah.
3-3, knotted up here. 55 seconds remaining in the second period.
Did you catch what was illegal in that scenario? I didn't see anything illegal there.
So-
I don't know what the call was.
We started at, what, 150?
165.
We're finishing with Bassett.
Wait a minute. Okay,
Oh, there's the takedown.
Wow.
3.
There it is.
1. We're scrambling here, fellas.
Green up 6.
he's got him.
Wow.
There you go.
That was the weirdest body position, too.
He's still got that arm trapped.
He's like on his knees.
Wow, I can't believe he didn't get any back there. That was super close to getting back, too.
I'm surprised he didn't hurt his leg somewhere. Holy
Probably
cow.
did, yeah.
To the third period we go.
Wow. They
Solid
delivered.
move.
Yeah.
Jaden Rainey.
So we'll end at 145. Yeah, we started at 150. That's That was our electric match, but maybe not anymore, huh?
Yeah, we had a.
Well, all this past 2 even.
I'll have to
Jeez,
review
yeah.
them in my head. Those overtime ones were good. I wouldn't be opposed to giving it to the brothers that won it.
Adam Waters, you talked about at 190
Buckman.
from Faith Christian.
Yeah, that was another one.
Yeah.
He stormed through the thing. I'll tell you right now.
Look at that move.
Well, we have to see who wins this one. Because I'll tell you right now, I know who I'm voting for.
Like Granby into a single
If
leg.
Green wins, look at this scramble.
Whoa, buddy.
Nothing.
Out. He got it.
He got the whistle.
He gave him takedown.
Nope.
And an escape.
Now we're knotted up.
And another takedown.
Wow.
6-6, now 9-6.
See if that breaks him, if he's still got it in him.
120 remaining in the third period of the 132-pound championship match.
Oh, we got a coach.
6-1
There you
swing
go.
right there.
Coach stepping up. Gonna challenge that one.
That first takedown, I couldn't really see. Seemed like he gave it a little
I don't
quick.
know about the first one, but
That's what I'm saying.
second
Definitely
one
the
for
second
sure.
one,
Yeah,
absolutely.
For sure.
It's a lot of energy,
But
man.
I mean, that was
So I'm
that-
going to drop it
that
down to
was 3-1.
7-6.
It's high percentage performance kind of stuff, yeah. Well, that's why they're getting so gassed. I mean,
Just
that's not, something you do,
working.
that's not something you do in your room every night, yeah.
So they take 2 off, make it 7-6. $120 remaining in the third period.
So which one did they take away? The first one or the second one?
His headgear's jacked up.
Yep.
They're going to need injury time. And then they fixed it after all
I
that.
forgot to wear my fedora, TJ.
How long?
I promised that coach I would.
When did Bishop McCourt really kind of rise to
Gotta go grab
prominence
it.
as a program?
Because only like 2 years ago, there was only like
Okay.
6 kids on that team. Now they have a full lineup. I think Bo Bassett is why they're.
Yeah. Got a little war daddy over here with that Penn State gear on.
Happy Valley.
Ooh. 7-7. Minute left.
1 minute.
Minute to win it.
Nice
Yeah,
reshot.
these guys are going after
Yeah,
it.
they're
They're
one
not
thing-
stalling.
Right. Was that me? Yep. Oh, thanks, Ben.
45 seconds.
Ooh.
This is a good match.
$30 seconds.
I don't
Square
feel
it
like
up,
there's going to be
7-7.
overtime in this one. I feel like there's going to be fireworks to finish this one off.
Something's about to pop off.
Yeah, I'm feeling that, Jamie, as well.
They're both kind of saving something for like the last 15 seconds.
There it is. Oh, the shot at the same
Here's your
time.
final
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, they shot at the same time. They both thought.
Oh, there it
twice.
is. There it is, ankle. Did he get it?
He still got his ankle. He still got it. He still got it. No. Yeah, I agree with that.
3
That was not-
seconds left in the third
I
period.
knew there was going to be some action
7-7.
there.
Those guys were nervous at that moment right there. Because I was.
Overtime
Even their coach.
is the theme here, man. I'll tell you what. We got last
Wow.
5 matches have been all overtime.
Body language. My money's with Rainey right now.
And these aren't just regular overtime 1-1,
Right.
1-0 matches. They're real
Yeah.
matches getting overtime.
It's
Right.
December 7th. You know, like they're not in shape yet. Like they're not in war shape
Oh,
yet.
there it is.
There it
it
is.
Wow.
There you go.
Bishop McCourt gets the
One
132-pound
less mistake.
championship. 10-7.
One more well-timed
Jax
shot.
Forrest.
And here we go. We're moving on to Marcus Blaze.
What are you thinking, Jamie? As far as electric performance goes.
Well, I expected him to win. If it was going to go to any of those two, it was going to go to the Rainey kid if he got it.
There he is. The man
38.
throwing that headgear on. Ready to go.
All right, guys, I got to
Ben
bounce. I
Hatta.
want to thank you guys
Yeah, hey.
for having me on.
Appreciate you, my man.
Thanks
Everything
so
you've
much.
done for the
Hey.
sport. I know these guys appreciate it as much
Thanks
as
so much for
anybody.
joining us,
Hey,
man.
wrestling royalty right here, man.
Absolutely.
Sir.
Please, please, that's my father.
Well, I was just gonna say, what you didn't
Royalty's
know he
family.
taught he coached me until what, yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
wait, you coached him?
Yeah, you and Dan Rooney.
He was like embarrassed to say it.
He was coaching. He was coaching everyone at that time. He went from St. Anne's to St. Ignatius to Walsh Jesuit. He was just going through the dynasties.
The
Oh,
room
Pop up
dog.
and Master Perry.
That's season 2. Going through the dynasties.
Ben, before you cut out, man, tell them one more time how they can get this joint. Clash of Dynasties.
ClashofDynasties.com, December 12th, 1212, next Thursday. It'll be out, all 4
Can't
episodes.
wait.
Check it out. It's going to be a great series.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Phenomenal
you guys.
job, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you very much
jumping
for
on
having
with us,
me.
man.
All the best.
Absolutely.
Keep Ohio great, man.
Yes,
Keep up
sir.
the great job.
Catch
Take
up with you
care.
down the line, my man.
Thank
Appreciate you.
All the best.
Yep.
138-pound championship match underway. First period, $1:15 on the clock. Scoreless.
Awesome.
And your 125 and 138-pound championship matches brought to you by LMNT, Zero Sugar Hydration. As a guy, Ben Hatta jumps off. He's told you, you can't do great projects, great events,
What a great dude.
anything without great
Another
partners.
guy right here is Bill
They
Barber.
got him here. Marines, Raymond James, Dolomer, Melcat,
He's been all-
Defense Natural Performance Skincare. A lot of great people getting behind this. We got a lot of great partners here at SMG Network. Buddies over at Hilscher Clark Electric Company, who Jamie and John have kind of been chopping it up back and forth on who's going to be our electric performance from the championships. H&H Truck Parts, Lindsay's Pizza, Cackley Insurance, LPL Financial, Nathan's Patio. Appreciate you guys. CH Vallis and Associates. We talk about the Marines. Got to talk about Living Next Nation MT. Sam Center, Save22.vet. Get behind him.
Marcus Blaze with the
15
takedown.
seconds.
Marcus Blaze taking on Seth Mendoza from Mount Carmel.
Blaze is just
Marcus.
lightning
Perrysburg,
fast.
Toledo, Ohio.
Takes the
Lightning
3-0
fast.
advantage. End of the second. Blaze gonna work from bottom. Here we go. Second period underway.
He escaped. He did not get it.
Did not, no. Well, and he does a lot of social media as well.
Not like Bo Bassett. He's,
No,
that kid's
right,
everywhere.
yeah. But I'm just saying,
He's taking it to a whole nother level, is
He does
my
a great
point.
job too. I've watched a lot of his stuff as well. He does a lot of shoe game stuff too.
Old school.
Point for Marcus. 4-0 lead. $1:30 on the clock here in the second period.
A lot of old school Asics all over the mats.
That's the way to go, man.
Those Rudi's ones are sweet right here, dude.
Saw some international light twos.
Oh,
earlier
nice little
in that
elbow
format.
block.
Those
Sorry.
were my favorite Asics. Remember international light twos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt. That was nice little elbow block, high crotch. He didn't get it,
No.
but that's a technique that'll never die. It'll always be a good one for you.
Yep. That's a good point. I said earlier, same thing was happening back and forth.
$50 seconds remain in the second period. 138-pound championship match here in Ironman. 30th. Going here inside of Thunderdome. 4-0 lead from Marcus Blaze. Tomorrow we're going to have your girls' championships. 30 seconds left in the second.
I've been bestowed with a great duty here right now, TJ. I
going on, my man?
am in
Ooh.
charge of guarding this sacred bag here of Ray
We could
McDonald.
sell all that stuff. It'd be awesome.
Oh, I know that's something.
They call that the big bag.
Yeah, the big bag.
They got brand new. All his shoes are. His 9 pairs of shoes hanging off his sweet Brutus bag.
I know, he got his, like ninja sticks in there. Get some other.
Yeah, put it on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. You still love me, man?
To the third we go. 4-0 lead for Blaze.
I'm rolling out with that on. Shoes will be dragging behind me. Yeah, this is a tight match, man. These guys are
4-1. $1:30 remaining here in the third period.
Mendoza's keeps looking for the pass elbow, and Blaze is not having any of it. He keeps feeding that elbow across, but he's not moving his feet enough. Blaze is moving it out of, circling out of it.
Yeah, canceling that positioning on him. Yeah.
And it left.
Oh.
Blaze hold on to that 4-1 lead. 45 seconds remaining.
Oh, here's the Perry guy.
Go. It's your guy, Joseph Sandiford. 44-pounder. And remind me, Jamie, we're going 5th and 6th right here?
This is 3rd and 4th.
This 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th down on the far mat.
Yep.
That's what I was saying earlier.
I just double-checked that because I wasn't sure.
Tell you what, you had some high praise for him when we got a chance to check him out the other day.
Well, I thought he was a freshman. He's not a freshman.
It's all right. Still say.
Hey,
Guy
sometimes.
still gets after it.
Yeah.
No, he definitely does. I mean, not.
All right, action's back going again here. 15 seconds remaining in the third period, 138-pound championship match. Marcus Blaze on top 4-1.
I would.
All right. There you go. Marcus Blaze avenging that loss from last year.
Now hold on to your seats because this one's going to be quick.
This is the last finals match of the evening, guys. Brought to you by SMG. TJ Downing, Jamie Fausnight, John Lowery.
Who else? John Lowery?
The Walsh Jesuit legend.
The Phenom.
Part of a pair of state championship teams, right?
That's right, yeah.
On the field, on the mat. Guy does it all.
In the dugout.
What they say, one thing they didn't know about John Lowery, we can wrestle on the mat, right?
That's right.
Here we go.
He's
Another
number
44-pound match.
And that's about it, folks.
This is number 2 seed. And the other one. There was a lot of 1 versus 2s here tonight.
Right.
A lot of them.
Or 3-1.
Yeah, a lot of number 1 seeds made it.
Jamie, remind me
There's
again.
the guy that's not backing up from Bo Bassett.
Hand
Hit
fighting.
Bo
like
Bassett snap downs are so
pure
next level.
Savage.
Oh,
magic.
boy.
Yeah.
Jamie, remind me again the young man's name that Bo's going against here.
This is Carlos Stanton from Sunnyside.
All right.
Oh.
He's quick, man. Bassett's in for a war.
Gotta love it.
There's his first 3, but he breaks, like we said, he breaks guys' spirit, man. He's up 3-0 just from a simple go behind. He just never stops moving. His snap downs are nasty.
Call it 3-1 with
Carlos had
minute
nice little,
5 remaining in the first period.
double pass there.
See, there was a takedown, a shot from from really far away.
6-1 advantage. Mr.
He's
Bassett.
going right to the back points. Oh, he didn't get it. Looking for a cradle here. He's got him locked up. Might want to go fall away cradle and roll through on the backside.
Here we go. 35 seconds remaining in the first period.
And there's the quick, cheap 3.
6-2. 9-2.
See the snap.
Bassett advantage.
You know what this looks
9-3.
like, right?
Let's call it 12-3. 20 seconds remaining in the first period.
And he starts to just pour it on.
Yeah.
Kick him out. That's all. That was the Walsh way. Kick him out, baby.
There we go.
We don't stall. Kick
That's
him
right.
out.
That was a lot of teams' way, TJ.
Hey.
That was my way. They're over here talking about going takedowns. We kind of discussed that earlier. The 3-point takedown is incentivizing top wrestling, which I think that you're going to see a lot more teams going back to take him down and let him go, take him down and let him go with the 3-point takedown.
To the second period we go. 15-4 lead for Bassett.
Nice single. Hook the leg, pop the head off the knee. There it is. Bottom leg Turk. He's looking for back points now with this takedown.
18-4.
And that'll do it.
In the second period.
Broke his soul, man.
40 on the clock.
He knows. Tech fall, he's done.
Wow.
Bo Bassett
Look at that.
wraps it up with a $1:37 on the clock in the second period. 22-4. We have to check. We're gonna have to do a little stat digging here, man.
Also,
Jamie, we was talking about it. That,
I want to do a team score update too eventually. See
Got,
what that looks like after all this.
Bo was
the team in the lead ran away with it.
Did it? I thought they only had 2 chances. Or
Bo had, through his first 4 matches, the Ironman accumulated 83 points with a mat time of 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Tech fault every guy. Does it here again.
It's hard not to go that route. It's hard not to go that route. That's the best dude here.
to do that at the Ironman is insane. Yeah.
He did not disappoint there in the finals.
Well, let's ask our guy here. There's got to be some type of record, right?
Hey,
That,
want to mic him up?
yeah, pop him on.
There you go. And your mic's right there.
You start thinking about all the wrestling you've seen over the years, sir. I mean, have you ever seen anything put together like that? What Bo's done? I mean, with the amount of points accumulated, I mean, just it's completely different.
Nobody ever had 3-point takedowns in the history of this
There you
tournament.
go. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Jamie.
And 4-point near falls. Nobody ever did that.
First time, yeah. First time today, yeah.
So keep things in perspective.
Right.
That's why you're here, man. You always keep us in
I
perspective.
love that.
Absolutely incredible.
He's the best guy here. I think
My God, what's up, man? Good.
I think that's where I'll make my vote is with Bo Bassett.
Dun-dun-dun.
Go ahead and dial in on our guy here, Perry.
Last match of the night. No, Ray Ray's coming. Looking for his bag.
Hey, tough.
We already had a couple offers on the bag, man. We got it on eBay. We got it on Craigslist. We got this thing up to about, that bag's up to about $2,500 right now. He said, show me the money.
He got it all for free. He's good.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, boy, Ernie. Good to see you, buddy.
Big Earn.
Bigger.
What's up, Ernie?
I'm watching. Ray stuck on the court.
You're standing on one, too.
All right, we got 30 seconds remaining here.
I got you.
Sandifer from Perry.
Look at that.
Knotted up 4-4 in the third period.
That's right.
You see McBurney over there in the corner, barking out. 15 seconds.
How are you, bro?
Look for a way to get this thing done.
Oh, he's in trouble. Good move to get out of bounds. 6 seconds to go. We're going to see some overtime.
Go 3 seconds. We'll let it expire. OT's been a theme. All right, Jamie. Give me that expert analysis right here, man.
Well, I haven't seen any of this match, but I will say,
I'm talking more going to OT, put a minute on the clock. What's
there's a lot of factors.
Yeah.
Depends on your kid.
Okay.
Look, he's going funk style. He's going a little roll through. This is where Bosky would hit his Peterson that was so crazy, and you just don't see any kids hit it. There's the takedown.
Alrighty.
Little panicky jumping for that little scramble, but.
Well, my man, I'll tell you what, we just got to see some elite wrestling action, man.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
Great referees, great environment.
Yep.
You know, they obviously know how to throw this thing down.
No doubt about it.
TJ, I'm in Camp Bo Bassett. I don't think that you can, everybody was cool all the way through, but then when you do break it down, I do believe he could have teched his way through this thing with 2-point takedowns and 3-point near falls. Just might not have been quite as fast.
Impressive.
The machine gun mindset is what they call it, and he does rapid fire, bring offense. His snap downs are like something I've never seen. He's just constantly banging on you until you break.
Let me ask you something, my man. I know he's your guy. You worked with him a lot throughout the years. Is that similar to a Sonny Marchetti style, where it's just score points, score points, score
Sonny
points?
was that very much that way. Yes,
Okay.
He was coming at you nonstop with techniques like that. Sonny was a snap down guy too.
Yeah.
Absolutely a very similar style. Sonny will sit there and tell you he wants to wrestle that dude right now at 47 years old. Sonny wants to wrestle him. That's right up his alley.
You already know that. All you got to do is pull him out of the theater down the line here, man. He's still over there checking out Clash of Dynasties, man. He's been running it back. He's been rolling tape. Good stuff, man. Jamie Fausnight, John Lowery. We had a lot of great guests with us. Got a chance to talk to Ray McDonald, the legend. Got a chance to talk to Ben Hatta, who put that whole production together, Clash of Dynasties, St. Ed's, Walsh Jesuit, what they did. What Walsh Jesuit did here, Bill Barger starting this tournament, 30th annual Ironman wrestling tournament. Some great stuff, man. As we get ready to wrap this thing up here, we're going to be back with you tomorrow, Sunday. Get the ladies into the deal. Going on down right now, Rico Fieldhouse. Come up here, get a chance to check out some more championship wrestling here inside of Thunderdome. Shout out to my boy Jason Atkins over there. Make sure to get behind him. Call him at 330-388-5066. Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Jay Atkins at fca.org. Tomorrow, the women of Ironman. Shout out to Mark Hossman, Pete Zachary, Wrestle One Tournaments, Defense Body Wipes, Rudis, all they do. All our great partners. C.H. Vallis and Associates. Milano Family Chiropractic and Wellness. Love our guys down at TKDS Sports. Appreciate all you guys do for us. Our Hilscher Clark Electric Performance of the Championships. Jamie called it. Bo Bassett. Something really we haven't seen before. We're going to get ready to roll out here. Present these awards. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to get more awards.
With the girls,
We are.
so have the semis and finals
We
tomorrow.
are second, right? Last year was the first.
Yep, it's the first annual. Yep.
Whew. We're going to get action
Time flies,
started.
man.
You'll have finals starting at 1:30 tomorrow. First round of semis are going to start at 11 o'clock. We'll be here for you. Appreciate you all tuning into us on our YouTube channel. Check this video out. Give a like, share, subscribe. Check us out on different social media platforms. Get behind it. We'll be bringing you some wrestling action all winter long. Got some great things coming down the line for you. See our guy Ryan Riggs over there talking about the Mount Union Purple Raiders. Got themselves a nice victory. Team victory the other day. Was that Albion? Who was that? Who did they take on the other day? It wasn't Albion. Otterbein?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, who are we talking?
Ryan Riggs. Remember he had they had the duel over there at Timken
It was
Fieldhouse.
Otterbein, yeah.
Otterbein.
Yeah, that was a good dual way to start, you know.
No doubt about it. All right, for my guy, Jason Atkins back here, Jamie Fausnight, John Lowery. We'll wrap it up today. We'll be back with you more tomorrow. Appreciate y'all.
Peace out.